Hello, my punters. How are you today? It's live on the Archie Luxury channel. How are you guys going today? And let's open her up. Let's open her up for the panel today. What's going on, guys? How's it going? So it's actually Thursday night in America, and it is actually in Australia. It is actually Friday, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Busy people get drones. The drones would be at a job. So, guys, what can I say for you people out there? I'm going to tell you guys, it's a okay. We had the bear on. We had Nico on. He seems to be doing well. My God, flying around in a private jet. I don't know if that's cost. I mean, how much money do you make to fly around on a jet plane? Good luck to him. Good luck. Marcelo, how are you going?
Hey, yeah, preparing myself soon to go to the wine tasting.
Hey, that's great. What time in the morning? It's 9 a.m. 9 a.m.?
Yeah, 9 a.m. now. So I'm a little bit, you know.
What time do you normally wine tasting so early?
No, I mean, now it's 9, but I think we're going to be there maybe around 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, it is early.
You're taking your wife with you? You going with your wife? Okie dokie. We see some people are saying we've got some problems here. I'm not sure. Wine tasting at 9 a.m. That's right, Sirocco. Guys, can we get a few super chats in? Let's get the super chats in there. Let's get it happening. What can we say today? What else is going on today, Marcelo? You're having a good Friday night's always good in the restaurant business, isn't it? Hello, Marcelo? Hello?
Yeah, you're with me?
Yeah, in the restaurant business, Friday is a good night, isn't it?
Yeah, we have a table of 4 and another table of 3 that coming today. So far already reservation. And arigato. Yeah, I was throwing away the cartons.
GB
Um,
$1. Thank you, GB. And Envy Scotsman $3. Thorpe was here to have a crack at your punters, Arch. Who knows? Look, he's a high rating guy. I would do a show with him, no problems. Paul's okay. Paul Thorpe's okay.
yeah, I think it was fun. I think it was.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't seem to have good reception for you there at the moment. Someone mute Marcelo. Yes, Sirocco. I agree. Boot Marcelo. You can do that. We'll give you a discount today. $25 to boot Marcelo today. What else is going on? I posted a video. We've had the fridge guy out. Well, I'll be posting more videos for you guys. Just check out. So
fun for the refrigerator.
Yes,
by the
we've
way.
got 100%. So look, I got to tell you there, what's going on? What's happened to your mate Austin Daniels? Is he still doing videos, or is he still doing live streaming?
It was doing yesterday.
Yep.
And I think I tried to I tried to come to say hello. He actually put me in the back room.
Yes.
And after that I sent a message like, are we good? Are we okay?
And what did he say?
He say, well, you're in Archie, basically you're in Archie team, you know, like so
what team is he on?
Yeah, it means it's a little bit of a problem now. It's like
oh, okay. But his channel's doing nothing. He's not going anywhere at all. His channel is going.
Yeah, I mean, if if the channel would be worth of something, but it's okay.
Here we go. Van Lux $2.79. Fake me dead. Hope bad man spits not swallows at 11 a.m. You betcha. And we've got Jonathan Quayle Higgins III, €5. Happy Perth Day to the one and only Perth Luxury. He gets a Pepsi tomorrow. Good on him. Good on him. That's always cool. What did she say? Marcelo.
Yeah, how many wine yard in order?
Yarden Chardonnay 6, Sauvignon Blanc 6. I think I'm going to put in the Pinot Noir 3, Shiraz. I think
Shiraz order 6. Shiraz self. People like Shiraz. Order Shiraz. Cabernet Sauvignon order maybe. You know what? Let's do it. You know, do 2 case. You make 2 case mix or 3 case? What do you want to do?
2 cases.
2 case. Okay, so you take 6. Okay, do it like this. You take 6 Chardonnay. You take 6 Sauvignon Blanc. You can definitely take 6 Shiraz, and the rest you can take Cabernet Sauvignon.
She's got such a cute accent there, Marcelo's very cute accent.
Yes.
What about Chardonnay? Don't you like Chardonnay? Chardonnay? Isn't Chardonnay better? Isn't that better for a white wine?
No, Chardonnay is a white. Yeah. I took 6 bottles of Chardonnay. It was great. You know what? Take Pinot Viardin. You're talking about? Pinot Viardin. It's expensive. Fuck Pinot. Fuck him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too expensive.
Shiraz and Chardonnay. That's about all you need. It's enough, I think.
Yeah.
People order Pinot.
Basically, you know. Yeah. But here's the thing, Arch. It's like depends on the deal, you know. So the Pinot is not bad, but it charged too much. So I'm going to skip it. And today
the devil.
we have the
Hello,
wine tasting.
the devil. How are you?
Oh, good day there, Archie. It's great to be back on the show. Marcelo, my friend, how are you? Still can't tempt you with something for your soul? Listen, Archie, young Poogsley, he sold me his soul a while ago for that no-date sub. He's trying to back out of the deal by selling the sub for a piece of shit loser. It doesn't work like that. His soul is mine. If you see him, can you remind him that I own that little son of a bitch?
That's it. That's the way it goes.
Otherwise, thanks for the referral. Thanks for the referral yesterday, Archie. I've got a lot of business, and I'll have a great day. Yeah, no, you have a great day too, my friend.
And happy birthday to Perth Luxury. Perth Luxury.
Oh, I don't want his soul. I don't even want to talk about that weirdo piece of shit. See you later, Archie. Bye.
Bye.
Plastic is cool.
You know, wine is, I tell you what, Marcelo, I started to drink better wines, okay? I bought some pepper jack. I got some vintage. This is a 2013 pepper jack.
Ah, look this.
That's a cab stab.
2013 pepper jack. I think it's Australian.
Yes, it's Barossa. It's from the Barossa. This is quite a nice wine. This is actually this is premium. Like, this is kind of semi-premium. You know what I mean? This is a salad wine. You understand? You know how much I paid for this, Marcelo?
How much?
I tell you exactly, because I got the receipt here. I bought a case. Okay, I bought a case, pepper jack. I'll tell you exactly, because this is when I come to see you. I'll bring a case over for you. 136.
Yeah, actually, it's a good price. It's 14 bucks a bottle. I mean, from what I see here, 15.
It depends how old. This one's a bit more expensive. This one here is a bit more expensive because it is actually a vintage.
This is the half price now.
Ah, half price. She can buy it for half price now.
Is that pepper jack 2013? So that's actually pretty old. Okay.
Yeah, you have the 2013. Is
that
old.
cost
more
me.
Expensive.
That cost me. I tell you, $22.80 Australian. 22.80 Australian, which is it's $16.60 US.
You sold out? They don't have it completely?
Sorry, the 16.
No. Yeah, it seems that she's checking the 15 years. I think they wrote they sold out.
That's 1,800 yen for that pepper jack.
Yeah. Ah, it's good actually.
But that's Australia. Australia is wine is actually reasonable here. I tell you where wine is expensive. Singapore and Thailand, wine is very expensive.
No, here also. Here they charge a lot of money for the tax, the imports, everything.
Yes. That's exactly it there. Yankee Doodle, $2. $2 towards booting Marcelo. Not worth more. Oh, come on. He's a nice guy. And I like his wife. She sounds so cute. I love her accent. Her accent is amazing. I love her. How could she do anything wrong?
$45.
How could your wife? She's so cute. Her accent is so cute.
I'm going to put her in speaker.
Yeah. Hello. How are you?
Yeah, it's okay. Can you hear me, Archie?
Yeah, we can hear you there. Your wife her accent is so cute. Your accent is so cute. Hello?
You see, you have a cute accent, Mama.
Very cute.
Thank you.
Very cute.
You see?
Very cute. No worries. Very cute. He's a very lucky man to have cute lady like that. I would. Yes, very cute accent.
Okay, continue. We listen to you. It's okay, Ma. Continue doing the wine stuff.
Mike the Snake, $2. The show is worse than the snake in my pants. Thank you. There indeed. NV Scotsman, $3. Why does Austin hate your guts? He was your hero. I don't understand why. I said to you, it's okay for you to go on Austin's show. Well, what's the problem? I don't understand.
I think I think GMT was there, and who was there? It was I think short, something like that.
Yeah. Who's that?
It was, I think, Short and GMT. You know what? I'm going to show you. I am going to go to the shop for tomorrow morning. Huh? I'm going to. Wait a second, Arch. I'm going to show you this.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you.
Yep.
I have here the
Joe Kramer. Joe Kramer, $50. Archie, it's my birthday tomorrow, and by time tomorrow, I'll be long into the bottles. As an early gift, birthday gift, Arch, could you boot Marcelo? Oh, Marcelo, he paid $50, man. I'm very sorry.
50?
Okay?
No problem. Yeah, sure.
Marcelo,
sure.
thank you. Marcelo, we'll see you tomorrow, man. It was great chatting to you.
Of course.
And by the way, please, guys, subscribe to Marcelo's channel, Marcelo Time. He's a good guy. And
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I enjoy Marcelo. I actually enjoy him chatting to us, but that's okay. Joe's paid the money. See you later, Marcelo. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Say yeah, very thank you for Joe. I appreciate it. Joe.
Thank you for Joe. Yes. Okay, Marcelo. See you later. Maybe you could have a bit of a cuddle with the wife before you go to the wine tasting. That's what I would do.
Could be.
You know. Okay. Bye. There we go. That's cool. That's very cool. Hello. Speaking of guests here, we've got another guest who's lining up to come on. Green Shroom.
Hello, Archie. How are you?
Green Shroom. I want to talk to you about just 1 minute. Leadzilla, $5. Pluto, your numbers are down. Your revenue. I know. You surround yourself with these yes men. What's your plan to close on the leads, Pluto? Leads. The leads are weak. You're weak. And Toyota Mode, $2. Thank you, Joe Kramer. Thank you. And Divine Insurgents, $5. Why is Australia constantly provoking the PRC? Because they banning stuff. They're not very friendly. We don't, they're not your friends, okay? Go and ask Taiwan how it worked out, okay? You go and ask Taiwan how it worked out, okay? I think there could be some really tiring, interesting stuff coming up there. Pavel, $10 to cancel the happy birthday wish to Perth Luxury. Yes, we will cancel that. Thank you. By the way, Green Room, I got that Curios.
Yes.
I know what it smells like now. Upmarket talcum powder.
Yes. Yep. I can understand that.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
It is so 70s, not in a good way.
Mm.
I got a bottle of Pepper Jack. Vintage 2013. You know what? That's a really nice drop, that. 2013 Pepper Jack. ABC's on. Hey, man. How are you?
Hey, Arch. How's it going? Hey, Green Room.
It's okay. How are you? You sound a bit down there, ABC.
Oh, no, just been snowed under with work and things like that. But yeah, just thought, come on, see how you're doing, see if any decent panel is going to come on today.
Let me say this to you, ABC. Mike the Snake has been suffering from a bit of depression lately.
Was it because of the...
No, just a few things in his life. Just, we all get a bit... I've been a bit down lately as well. The ratings have been down.
Well, yesterday ratings weren't too bad, were they?
No, they were good. They were amazing. Yesterday they were absolutely amazing. But
yeah, I caught kind of the last bit of the show. I need to catch up on the middle bit.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Man, it's this YouTube is a very, very hard business. It's not easy. Okay. It's not an easy thing, okay? It's difficult to maintain. It's just, man, it's YouTube is not for the faint-hearted. Let's just say that.
yeah, I can only imagine how difficult it must be editing videos over and over again. You know,
Talking
a
about
10-minute video.
how many Rolex videos can you make in one's life?
Well, I think it's more a case of, look, if you've got a 10-minute video, how many hours of editing does it take?
This is Kelly on her own. Hello, Kelly.
Hey, Arch.
I don't know if you know this, just telling you a bit of gossip because I really like you. That other girl, Watch Gringa,
Uh-huh.
I used to advertise her channel on my links.
Yeah.
I given her the boot. Only
Aw.
you're there. You know, I
You're
gave
the
JJ the
best.
ass. JJ got the ass as well there. Don't want to promote anything he does. And Marco got the ass ages ago. But for you, that Gringa woman, her husband basically has the amazing stuff there. Me and you, we're just working guys and gals,
Just
lower
average.
middle class, plastic BMW parts.
Yes.
It's
things like that.
Hondas and we don't have the opportunity that some of these people have.
No. It's tough, Arch. It's tough. It's you
And
gotta fight every day.
I
It's a
gotta tell
grind.
you, my Instagram, fuck, is that hard? Keeping content coming on Instagram. Fuck, is that hard? That is a savage place. You're doing okay there.
Another super chat.
I'm okay. I'm doing
Divine
okay.
Insurgents, $5. Are you going to the London Watch Show? Your accommodation will be taken care of, Paul. Look, I am seriously considering going. London's 20 hours in a plane to go there. I think I will. It's just, I think I will. It's just, yeah, it's okay. I think I might go, but it's, how's the drinking going? You drink wine or spirits, Kelly? Oh, you don't. That's Gringo who drinks. Sorry.
Oh, I drink.
You drink.
I drink. Yeah. I prefer whiskey.
You prefer whiskey? Cool. Look, I got to tell you, I got a fragrance green room told me to get Kouros. This is the Yves Saint Laurent Kouros. I smell like
that's a half navy, half white bottle, isn't it?
Yeah.
I remember
you know what?
that.
It
It's a very
smells
sweet
like
smell.
no, it
Very
smells
sweet,
like
intense.
talcum powder, upmarket talcum powder.
Another super chat.
No, that's not. It's not a good thing. That's not a cool thing, Kelly. Talcum powder.
That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible.
It's
now listen, Archie. If you're not a fan, another super chat.
Here we go. GB $2. Better wear some compression socks on the plane. Compression. Okay. Thank you. 28 hours outbound, 33 hours inbound, Brisbane, London. Holy shit. 28
That's a
hours?
lot of travel.
You sure about that, Steve?
Stop off in Europe somewhere or Asia.
They normally
Split it up.
Singapore or Dubai is the two hubs.
Well, Abu Dhabi if you go with Etihad.
Yeah, Emirates.
Emirates goes to Dubai and Etihad
okay.
goes to Abu Dhabi. Either or really makes no difference.
Got another one.
It's I got to tell you, it's here we go. Ari G, since you gave Marco $80,000, do you think he will give me a loan if I ask? Ari, I reckon. Seriously, man, who knows what that boy's up to?
I thought it was honestly, more than 80.
No, it was 70. He tries to up it to confuse the narrative as a joke, but that ain't no joke in my book. It wasn't any joke, and there's just no loyalty.
But
Kelly,
what about the private super chats that we never saw? I mean, there's a...
Exactly. You're right there. Kelly, there is no loyalty in this. I made a video today. Don't do YouTube as a career. I made that video today on my I get $4 per 1,000 views, and a lot of my stuff, I'm lucky getting 2,000 views, $8.
You got another one.
$8.
It's just, it takes a lot of creativity, and I'm just not a creative person. That's the downside.
You are
But you
very
do it really
creative.
well.
You
You
are
do it really
very
well.
creative. $5 Tanzil AC3. I'm enjoying the 126610 LN right now. Considering a PAM 560 base, new P5000 movement. Always enjoyed a PAM. Switching straps is a lot. I understand exactly. We got producer Mark is on here. How are you, producer Mark? He's muted. That's probably the best way for producer Mark.
Now, listen, Archie.
Dan, enjoy that sub. Considering a PAM 560. Yeah.
I don't know what that looks like. I'm gonna have to Google it.
PAM 560. Yeah, I'll Google that. I got to be honest with you. If I don't want it, I can always ship it to you. That's what you're telling me. Is that correct? If I don't,
No.
It's actually, I'll be honest with you, it's not actually terrible. No, I whinge a lot, okay? There was this fragrance I had years ago called Cartier Santos.
Yeah.
And it was very similar to Kuros. It's a bit...
Yeah.
Look, I think those vintage fragrances... Well, you kind of... Those vintage fragrances, you've got to respect them for what they are. And... No, it's actually...
Now, look,
I like it. I like it.
Yep.
I got to tell you, I actually like it. It is a classic. Kuros is a classic. You
and
know,
it's been
and
reformulated.
Tim doesn't like it. Tim doesn't like it.
Yeah, well,
Tim's a bit of a fragrance snob, though, isn't he?
He likes. You know what?
He's a connoisseur.
No, I don't think he's a connoisseur. I'll tell you what he does. He goes for the latest and greatest. If he was to put his fragrance preferences into a watch, it'd be all the fancy stuff, Pepsi's, Batgirl. It wouldn't be traditional Rolex. It would be, you know, all the hard to get stuff because he's got to have the latest. He goes for the hype, whereas a true connoisseur says some of these old ones are really good. Look, I got to tell you, a 560, a PAM 560, that looks beautiful. That's actually I like simple PAMs. If you're going to go for a PAM, I would say go for a simple. Kelly, you like your PAMs too. We discussed that. Now, why does anyone say Kelly's forehead? That's just nasty. One pound.
They say I have a big forehead, but I actually measured it, and it's not as big as some. So,
Kelly, they just say that because they're jealous. They can't attract a beautiful woman like you.
Hey, Archie.
Hey, Mark. How are you going?
Hey, Kelly.
Inside
how you
voice.
doing?
Inside voice. Inside voice.
Yes.
Inside voice, Mark.
What up, Green Room?
Hey,
Andrew, $5. Arch, Toyota constantly banning punters for his own personal reasons in chat. No wonder views are low. Who's banning? I don't think can he do that? Let's have a look. I'm going to have a look into the settings. Just hang on,
I think
guys.
he can. He's got a wrench and he does do it, but you know, you've got nasty people saying nasty stuff. I think now and again, especially with these very long names containing vulgarities.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know what to say. You know what? Let's unblock everybody. Everybody's unblocked.
You do this all the time, and then you get people coming on saying Larry stuff. No, but they don't give any money.
You
get people saying Larry stuff, and then we have to ban them again.
That's
and
okay.
then
It's
it just happens.
The circle of life.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
The circle of life.
Now, Archie, that bottle of Koros that you bought, you got it at such a good deal. I mean, I don't know if it's even worth doing, but I guarantee you could sell that for what you paid for it, even if it's 99% full. It was such a good deal.
Okie dokie. Got
hey,
you.
Arch.
Yes, Kelly.
I'm gonna hop off because I'm gonna go get some dinner.
Hey, Kelly, that's great to see you. It was nice to see you.
It was good to see you, Archie. Mark,
I'd love to do some more videos with
Kelly.
you. Don't forget, guys, check out her Kelly on her own time. Subscribe. And
Thank you.
check out. I'm trying to get my Instagram. Jesus, how many views on Instagram? How many followers have you got on Instagram?
I just hit like 7,200.
Once you get 10,000, then you get monetized. Is that right?
Exactly.
Do they send you money?
So it had when you do live streams, then you can get. It's kind of like the same thing as a super chat, but people buy badges, and but that's when you hit 10,000 and you do lives, then that option becomes available.
And what's the maximum you can do a live for on Insta?
4 hours.
Oh, 4 hours on Instagram.
Yeah.
You're joking. Holy shit.
I figured that out. It ends on you. So on Friday nights we do a free-for-all kind of Instagram live with a bunch of people, and it's a little wild. It's a little off color, and that's how we figured out that 4 hours is when it ends.
No worries. That sounds great.
You should come on sometime.
Yeah, I will send me the link. Send me the link. Okay.
I'll message you on Instagram right before we do it and see if you want to join.
Yeah, just the timing. Timing is always a bummer.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
I think it would be like in the midday for you.
Okay, that could be okay.
We'll figure it out. I would love that. That would really be awesome if you come on sometime.
Hey, Kelly, I'd love to.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
See you
Thanks,
later.
Archie. It's good to see you.
Tanzil, $5. Producer Mark. Gahudu. Live stream. Can you read that? Can you read that, please?
Okay, he's saying he should not translate it.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just let it be. Let it be.
Just let it be. Let it be. Just
basically saying you're still on this. You're still on this stream. ABC, what's up with this?
Yes.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
that's
nothing
bad. ER in the crowd. ER's in the crowd. ER.
Hello,
ER.
Now, listen, Archie, we've got a few super chats, but before we get to that, a lot of people in the chat have informed me that in response to your critique of his luxury cologne, Tim Wright is rebel streaming against you right now. I don't know if it's true, but people are telling me that in the chat.
He's done it before. He's done it before earlier this week, didn't he?
Yeah, well,
and, look, I'm just a messenger.
What can I do? You know
what?
I'm
super
serious.
chats. A lot of them.
What can I seriously? Okay, here we go. There, red shovel. £1.80. The very fat Kelly measured her own forehead. Yeah, fair enough. There, that's okay.
Archie,
Yankee Doodle, $5. Archie, if you go to London Watch Show, I'll go too and take you out for rib and fine wine. Yankee, that is a great promise. For Patrick Philippe, $5. Hi, Arch. I'll super chat $25 if Green Room logs off and returns as evil wizard for 2 minutes.
Why 2 minutes? What? Whoa. Okay.
You lagged out for a second. I'm not being funny.
Patrick Philippe, $5. Yeah. Hi, Arch. I'll super chat $25 if Green Room logs off and returns as evil wizard for 2 minutes. There you go. You got fans there. Evil wizard has got fans.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Toyota Mode, $10. Arch, I only ban these guys that don't super chat. Also, I ban all these trolls that terrorize. That's good, Toyota. If they're causing trouble, don't listen to that little bitch baby Andrew. He is jealous, nasty a-hole. Love you, Arch. Thank you, Toyota. I like Toyota. Tim, okay, cool. Well, he's really streaming. Hey, Arch.
Whoa.
Falcon 45, $10. Hey, Arch. Speaking of classics, what do you think of the white dial 16623? I'm looking for something with yellow gold, and it seems like a bit undervalued, around 11.5. He's talking about the Yachtmeister, isn't he? He's talking about the Yachtmeister.
Oh, right.
Yachtmeister 1. Yeah, I think they are a great buy, a really good buy. Yeah, that's how it goes there. That's not a yeah, I think he's just out of interest there, guys. He's got hardly any viewers there. He's at a watch thing. Yeah, You know what? It doesn't matter. He can do what he.
How many of these bloody watch shows are there? Does he go to? I mean, there's one every third day.
He just goes out and it's okay. Look, to be honest with you, I can't. Look, it doesn't matter.
You got a big super chat. You got a real big one.
Oh my God. Andrew, $5. Toyota, they don't terrorize the chat. They terrorize you because you act like a child. Basic business is to grow chatters into super chatters. Okay. $100. Take Toyota Mo's wrench away.
Immediately. Immediately, Archie. Immediately. Tora, compadre, tora.
Okay, we'll have to do that then, hey? I got to be honest with you. She's been very, very, very loyal to me.
She's a legend, Archie. She's a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you've got Ron the Shrink asking for his wrench to return.
Archie, I never got a wrench.
I think Bear wants me not to give any more out. He said to me, don't give any more out, Arch. That's what he said to me.
Archie, are you going to comply with ER's request?
Yeah, I did. I took the wrench away. It's done.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Another super chat.
Omar, $5. Arch, taking a wrench from Toyota is just killing another long-time lead. And moving him to the other side, you were already bleeding leads. I got to tell you, YouTube is hard.
Can't please anybody.
You can't please anybody any of the time, you know. It's a tough business. It's very hard. It's just how it goes. YouTube is a tricky business.
Yep.
There's nothing easy on this here. You know, all I want to do is make concrete boats with Sirocco sails.
Yeah.
Andrew, £2. Freedom!
Weehaw!
I got to be honest with you there. I do need the super chats. It hasn't been a great business produced. ABC, how are you, man? ABC, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Hey, what's Australia Day and what's Anzac Day?
Australia Day traditionally celebrates the landing of the English coming here with Cook, Captain Cook. The indigenous population calls it Invasion Day, but you know what?
Now we know you don't like to talk politics, and you've got another
When is
super
which?
chat.
When is which?
And Anzac Day stands for Australian and New Zealand Army Corps, right? So Anzac Day is soldiers who went to war. Australian and New Zealand soldiers who went to many wars together. That's what it is. So Anzac Day is
in January, right?
That's kind of like your 4th of July.
It's in January sometime, right?
No, it's not in January. Australia Day is in January, 26th of January. Tanzil, $5. In the minority, but I was underwhelmed with the sandwich dial on my old PAM 111. I did a sausage dial on my PAM 005. The 560 is also sausage, but cool. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure I get too involved. I had a PAM 24. That was the submersible. And believe it or not, I'll tell you what I couldn't stand about it. A couple things. It had the spring. It had the spring-loaded spring bars. Okay, so if you fight those up, I was told you got to replace the whole case because you can't just fix that. And it also used the movement from a Valjoux 7750 with the chronograph. Why the hell? That's such a noisy movement.
Another super chat.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you use the ETA 28? What is it? 2892? Wouldn't you use that? No.
Tanzil is a legend. Tanzil is a legend.
Tanzil's very, very cool there. EDH 614 $2. What was the bar's name next to Big Dogs?
Little Dog.
What you talking about?
He's talking in Nana Plaza. Is a bar. Oh, what the hell? It's on the tip of my tongue there. Big Dogs. Yeah. Oh man, those were the days. You know, I got to tell you, I'm not a big drinker when it comes to Bangkok. I am seriously not a big drinker. I can't afford those bar prices. It's sort of, I don't know. It's an interesting quandary there. But I'm not really a big, huge drinker for the sake of it. People like different things.
Where did Federico try to schmooze you in Bangkok?
Oh no, he never tried that.
Didn't he try and didn't he take you out to lavish dinners or anything like that?
Look, I got to be honest with you. With Federico, what annoys me with him is I liked him. He was a nice guy. He used the fact that we did videos together as leverage to get in with TGV. And he also
Are there any videos of both of you together, you and Fed?
I've pulled them down, okay?
Oh, you pulled them down.
Yeah, I've still got them. But he really used me to get in with TGV, and then I've extended the olive branch many times because we both hate TGV now. And he won't forgive anything, I mean, he just thinks I was a bastard for, I don't know. I kind of,
another super chat.
I don't know what to say. It's here we go.
Gotta run, guys. Gotta run. See you guys tomorrow.
See you. Thank you so much. Tanzil, $5.
Yeah.
Charm of Pam is they always used Ebosh even when they had Rolex movements. You got to love the fun of these watches. Best strap change experience. Yeah. Tan, they also, that's where they had that screw in, that big screw as the spring bar. I thought that was good. However, not all of them had that. And they tried to go back to conventional spring bars to save money without dropping the price, which I thought was really sucky. It was really
another super chat.
Oh, just hang on one tick. I just got to check something. 1 minute, guys. Just cover me.
Okay, we said this is our big moment.
So what did you think of the celebrity death match between Wizard and Carmelo?
Well, the old
it was
Wizard.
On your Sunday morning.
Sorry, I'm a bit confused because there's been so many death matches.
Should we try one now? Should we try one now as like a commercial break?
I thought something was arriving, but it's not. Whew. Here we go. EDH, $2. How much to release vids with Fed to members only? I might do that actually. Let's just see, because with Fed, he's lost a lot of weight. Have you seen how much weight he's lost lately?
I just thought he shaved.
No, he's lost a lot of weight. He must have had gastric surgery. Nobody loses weight. That it's all a con. You know what? You can't, honestly. It's very, very, very difficult to lose weight because food is so yummy. Do you understand this concept? Oh, 1 minute. Hello.
Hi.
Dear me.
The poor old Wizard. He's getting on a bit, isn't he?
I don't know what he's been doing in terms of his YouTube activity recently.
Yeah, he hasn't been on, has he? Hope he's okay.
Well, it hasn't been on here.
No.
Well, I know Mr. Rourke from Paradise Island thought he doesn't seem very happy. He doesn't lighten up, take a few jokes, have a laugh. He gets very offended
it's very serious.
very offended by just banter and humor. What's with that?
Couldn't believe how much that lunatic imposter evil wizard got him wound up. I don't think even he thought he was going to get that reaction, you know. But,
here we go, guys. We got a super chat in here. Here we go. Patrick Philippe, $5. I lost my wrench in the last cleanup, and I still super chat. Love you, Arch. Nice vid. And Patrick Philippe. Oh, we did that one. Hey, Arch. I lost my wrench in the last cleanup, and I still super chat every time I watch the stream. Love you, Arch. It's the second one. Toyota Mo, $5. Arch, it's okay, Arch. I understand. She banned our friend Bear Clooney from the show not so long ago. I respect her. Always have. Always will. Later, Arch. Toyota, we love you. And we love ER too. Don't forget that. We just, I'm just trying to survive this YouTube business. This business is very, very hard. Okay, it's very hard.
Now, listen, we need to get Archie is in desperate need of a bigger sized monitor, computer monitor.
Yes, I got to get a bigger monitor, 24 inch. You think 24 inches the way?
Like that's the size of like a Rolex box, what you've got at the moment, and we need to get you like a
sideways. How do you measure these things? Tell me that.
You would do it across.
Diagonal.
Yes.
Okay, I'll measure. It's actually the glass itself, or from the corner of the screen.
The panel, the glass.
16 and 7. What's that? 16 and 7.
Oh, let's do 23. Pythagoras. 16 squared plus 7 squared, all square rooted. Where's 23. My calculator?
24 inch. That's 24 inch.
Now, I don't want to be this guy that's pushy and keeps on telling you to buy this thing.
Yes.
As I've already done it already, but
it's
if you're using something every day, it should be of high quality. And,
yes.
And you know what? If we use a bit of trig, we can even guess the angle that diagonal would make.
Man, you're good.
Because 7 over 16 is going to be tan of the angle.
You love maths, don't you, ABC?
I did. I was a maths teacher for a while.
Did you enjoy that?
I did initially, but then it became a real mug's game because you had stupid accountant arseholes running schools and trying to play the inspection game, putting pressure on teachers to make sure, lesson plans are all typed up and stupid shit like that.
One of my sons, he absolutely loves mathematics, and it's funny. As a 2-year-old, he used to count to 1,000.
Wow.
He's always loved numbers, and like he's doing Maths 1, Maths 2, chemistry, physics, all the hard Maths 1, Maths 2, chemistry, physics. What's the other thing they do that's awful?
Biology?
Maths 1, Maths 2, chemistry, physics, English. What else? There's another subject he's got to do.
Is that for the HSC?
Chemistry, physics, something else. There's all these horrible. You know what is a really big? Here we go. Space Lord, $2. You need 2 or 3 monitors as a streamer.
Well, I'm just on JB Hi-Fi's website. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Now look, that window behind you. Does glare come in even though you've got the blinds? Does glare hit your monitor? Because that matters.
It does matter. No, glare's not a problem.
Not a problem at all. If it's really sunny, it won't hit your monitor.
He's got a brick wall behind him, hasn't he?
Well, there's a little.
It's got window there too. They've got side windows. They've got side windows here with the curtains. And over that side, that's a solid wall.
Wouldn't Amazon be a better place to look for monitors? Black Friday's coming up as well. Probably get some deals.
You know what? I tell you, I shop at ACT, Australian Computer Traders. They do pre-owned government stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's normally where I go to buy computer stuff. I don't like new stuff. I like used.
Yeah, good idea.
You're saying you got a great monitor at JB Hi-Fi. JB Hi-Fi's got some amazing stuff. GB $20. GR, when are you buying the Curus off AC3?
Well, I actually got a bottle for myself, like another one from Chemist Warehouse. So I should be good for a while.
What's the knockoff ones? You do knockoff Kuros and that.
No. What happened is that I was walking past my local chemist.
Yeah.
I popped in there and I noticed that they had some some cheap like $10 clones.
Are they any good?
Well, I think they're very hit and miss. But what I have to say is there was a clone of Oud Wood, which is a Tom Ford. It's a very nice fragrance. 100 mils of the original is $450 retail. And I have sampled the original, and the clone that I bought from the chemist for $10 smells exactly the same. Admittedly, it probably doesn't last as long, but those knockoffs are very hit and miss. Some smell nothing like the original, and others are just identical. It's very strange. But
how do you feel about knockoffs?
I'm not proud of it. I'm not happy that you brought it up, but it is what it is.
Is it worse than a knockoff watch?
No.
But is it justifiable? Is it justifiable if the money that I'm saving is going towards other luxury goods?
Yeah, a watch persists a lot longer than a fragrance, vapor. Yeah, that's my logic.
Andrew, £10. Arch, there's a saying, you will know them by their actions. Some mods always looking out for you. Others always causing friction and pushing punters onto other streams. Please learn this lesson tonight.
What's his name? All right.
And look, I got to be...
I'm not sure what the history is with Toyota Mo, but...
And ER's put a comment. I may have to send you this Kurus green room. I don't think I want to gift it now.
I've got my bottle. I've got my spare bottle. I've got.
I got to be totally honest. Can I tell
bottles.
you? Actually, just hang on a minute there. Patrick Philippe, $20 for the new blue screen Buddha monitor fund in honor of the mighty blue shirt Buddha.
Now you've had other people donate towards that fund as well, by the way.
Yeah, I'm actually organizing a special thing for his wife next week. I'll announce it on the show because I don't want to be accused of anything bad, but I spoke to her. She's a lovely lady. Tanzil, $5. Got WhatsApp from my friend fella. He's trying to super chat, but he can't. Might be banned. Not sure. With all this fiasco, he's liable. There's nobody banned. I opened the floodgates. The floodgates were open, Tan. The floodgates, let them in. I opened the community. There is nobody who is a banned user. There are certain words that are blocked, but nobody is a banned user at the moment. Okay, because I let the floodgate release the hounds. That's what I did. Now let's have a look here. So he's loyal punter that hates Pam. Pam, Omar, $5. Would you buy a watch at your local chemist? No, don't buy any cologne at the chemist. They should. I'm just going to take 1 minute break. I want to pick up a coffee. You know that I need a pep. I need some pep. I'm going to pick up and I'm going to bring my Kuros back and spray it, just so you can see I'm not being a snob. I'm going to bring it out for you. I'm going to show you some stuff. I will be back. Just cover me for a minute.
Oh, hang on, actually. Forget it. I'm going to get him to give the link for our buddy Sirocco.
Sirocco, we can't let him on. Arch has to let him on.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I wanted him to post the link.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Yeah, I just look. I'm a bit flat today. I can't deny it.
How's the gardening business nowadays? It's summertime, so it must be picking
I've
up.
been doing more lawn mowing. I was removing a dead tree yesterday. Not a tree, but a dead. I don't know what you could call it, like a half tree.
Are you a tree surgeon? Or can
No.
you do tree surgery?
Not really. I just
Okay, I've
just
got
kinda
this
muck
tree that had, just as the summer ended, all these wasps just swarming around it. Now I'm wondering if there's a nest inside the tree or not. And I was just thinking of killing the tree, just cutting a big ring round it and killing it.
Gee,
You
you've
don't
got to
want
be
to piss
careful
off
with wasps.
You don't want to piss them off.
No.
But then if the flowers die on that tree, then surely the wasps will. Yeah, no, I shouldn't assume.
It's not really. I'm not really sure about what to say there. Maybe people in the chat could recommend you something.
Well, what's worse, talking about cars or talking about trees
wasps?
and wasps?
That's a good question.
Luxury treat. What's happening in the chat? Let's see. Is there any funny comments? Zenith. Who's talking about Zenith? Booster and Tanzila.
Did you see the new Zenith? Just want to talk about watches.
Who said that?
Oh, you know, plastic.
Oh, see, all right. You know, isn't it Tudor?
Now, what do you think about that new Tudor watch? What are your thoughts?
I really can't live without a watch that doesn't have a date. I need a watch that has a date. I feel very disorientated when there's no date on the watch.
Yep. Yeah, understandable.
Some people don't. Some people, they're perfectly fine. They know what date it is. Pretty much instinctively, kind of like what day it is. They know. So if you're all right with that, then yeah, I guess you don't need a date on the watch. Because I'm thinking of getting a Speedmaster, maybe an 861. They're going for not bad money nowadays. They're going for around about the £3,500.
Now, I'm hopeless with the reference numbers, but that's with the date on it. That's like a 3 that's got all of your information on it, that Speedmaster.
Well, Showcase Watches is he's the guru with the model numbers, with all the bloody decimal points.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of numbers. Yeah, but because it's a black bay, I mean, Shooter really wouldn't do much for you because hardly anything has a date on it.
That's a good idea. Wear a no-date watch on the weekend because. Oh no, hold on. I don't have a problem knowing what day it is. I have a problem knowing what date it is.
Here we go, guys. I'm just trying to work out which super chats. What's the next one, guys? Give me the next one.
I don't think we got any.
Wants to come on.
Sirocco, we love Sirocco. I love Sirocco. Do we have any super chats? No, we didn't. We didn't get any. Oh my God. Okay, guys, I want to just tell you something here. I've just posted the Philip Patrick. Arch, put this towards a new big screen. I'm actually going to get a big screen. I will do it. Okay. I'm going to go and get it. Let me just show you something. Well, this was the fragrance I was talking about.
Hang on.
This is the fragrance. Cartier Santos. And this here has got, I very accidentally spilt some. This is Cartier Santos. Hello, Sirocco. How are you?
Morning, Arch.
They haven't
This is
attempted to
Cartier
make
Santos,
it
whatever
look
it
like
was.
the watch.
This is here.
Thought they'd make it look like the watch.
This is Cartier Santos. Cartier Santos fragrance. Actually, this was the first gift my wife gave me. Okay, she got that for my birthday.
Super chat, super chat.
That was pre-marriage, okay? Fella, $2. Profile, 35-year-old in New York with an RM67. Pull it up. RM67. Let's pull this baby up. RM67. Da-da-da-da. Whoo! I got to tell you something. Profile a 35. It'd have to be crypto crap trader. Winner one day, loser the next. You know how it is. Crypto craps.
Super chat.
They kind of. That's just how it goes there. I'd say he'd just been flying by the seat of his pants. He's hit a bit of lucky spot. And then it can go bad very, very quickly. Tanzil, $5. A bit of history, a bit of AC3 history. This channel used to be called The Beast of Archie Luxury Channel, where he had a great hits listed. Was my favorite channel. That's right. Best of Archie. Yeah. He Tanzil knows his stuff. Andrew, £5. Future show subject. HMRC and authorities employing spotters to nab expensive watches at the border. No paperwork, no watch.
I've heard about that.
Totally unworkable.
That's nasty and vicious.
Let me just show you. So this is I want to show you, just so people thinking I'm not telling the truth. This was the Kuros. And I want to show you. It's kind of a ceramic-y bottle. It's a ceramic-y bottle.
I love the bottle. I love it.
Oh, there's no blue. There used to be blue. There's one that was.
I think it's a porous bottle. If you put your tongue on it, it could get fuck color. You know?
Okay, that's.
It's kind of porous. You know?
There was one that was navy and blue. Navy and white stripes horizontally.
It's fantastic. What are you on about?
Does it have an age
Sirocco, which county are you from?
I'm from Jersey.
Oh, you're from Jersey or Channel Islander?
He doesn't pay tax, that guy. We thank you for your contribution to the nation.
Now, I'm just noticing Bear Clooney in the chat room. He should jump on, or ABC or myself will jump on for you, okay? So just pop on.
Yes, exactly. I got to say, Sirocco, did you remember Kuros? Do you remember that Yves Saint Laurent Kuros?
I'm trying to think. I remember an Yves Saint Laurent, and I can't remember what the hell it was that I used to use because it was so long ago.
What color was the bottle? Tell me the color.
Oh, fuck if I know.
It wasn't Jazz, was it?
I'm going back.
It wasn't Jazz. That'd be you, Jazz. I used to love Jazz.
I'm going back to the dark ages.
How about Opium? Was it Opium?
It might have been Opium.
Oh,
I think it was Opium.
I was a dick. I got 2 bottles of that. That stuff is amazing.
Shit. No, I'm going to Cartier on probably Tuesday afternoon. I think. What are you
buying?
I'm going to buy Pasha de Cartier Edition Noir.
Can I tell you something? To be honest with you, please, can I say this to you, Sirocco?
Go on.
Chemist Warehouse has got some amazing.
No, someone actually in the chat said, and I kind of liked the comment. Would you buy a Rolex from a friggin' pharmacy? And the answer was no.
You know what the answer is? Price is everything. Service doesn't matter.
Yeah, I like the service. I want to get some testers, which I'm not going to be able to get at Chemist Warehouse. So I want to get a tester, of what I'm buying, which I can keep in my hand.
At Cartier. Are you Cartier Brisbane, or which Cartier are you going to?
In Brisbane.
When are you going to Brisbane? I want to catch up with you, man.
I think I might. I haven't booked it yet. Probably Tuesday morning. I'll drive down. I stay in the Oaks on Charlotte. I always stay in the same place.
I do
I'll have a
too.
couple
It's
of
funny you
nights
say
there
that.
and do.
I'm quite loyal like that. I like to go back to the same place, don't you?
I do. And look, it's great. I built a small apartment.
I was on a gas project many years ago. I was working there. It was my first job with KBR. Then I came back to relieve like 4 years later. Not one person who was there before was then there now.
Okay.
But I could I could talk to the furniture. The furniture remembered me.
Yep.
You know, like I remember that room.
I go in there and as I check in, they always remember me. I don't know why, but they always say, you know, oh, you've stayed here before, and I go, yes, yeah, a couple of times. You know, it's always seems to be the same people.
Tanzil, $5. Some of the best comedy on this channel wasn't trolling. It was watching AC3 attempt to change a strap live on air. So much fail, so much entertainment.
Was that the IWC?
No, it was the Speedies and the they were a bitch to add links. Oh my god, the Speedies are not easy to do links. You're good at doing links, Sirocco?
No, I wouldn't have a clue.
It depends. What you mean with the pins and collars?
Yeah, well,
yeah, you can get these tools that you know you rotate this rod that goes towards the watch and pushes it out.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They're not bad. My dad used to just use a hammer and a punch, but
yeah, I got to tell you guys, the best fragrance I ever received was from ER. I've got a little bit left. Chanel de Bleu.
Bleu de Chanel.
Bleu de Chanel.
Pure class.
I was going to buy another bottle, but do you know how expensive that shit is? I used to use it because I had some luck with that ladies, and I was addicted. I loved it, but I only got a little bit left there. It's Chanel de Bleu. That's an amazing stuff. It smells amazing.
Now, just go back to the monitor. To go back to the monitor for a second, Archie.
Yes. Can you put that link in the private chat? I want to have a look at this one you're recommending to me.
Well, before I recommend it, I just want to ask, how much like space is there? Like, what is the biggest you could? If you have a measure or tape there.
See, I got a computer screen. That desk is pretty big. See, look at that. This is recycled floorboards.
Yeah, but I just want to see.
You like that? Hey, by the way, Sirocco, you know our concrete boats. Instead of having teak decking, I want to have recycled wood decking.
MDF decking.
What do you think of that?
I don't know about MDF. Maybe not MDF, but certainly recycled floorboards. That's fantastic.
Yeah, what do you think of that
floorboard.
Okay, in terms of monitors, get one that's IPS display, not TN or anything like that. And if you can get one with adjustable height, one's for gaming, one's for kind of static applications. So your documents and web browsers and stuff like that. So IPS is better.
What's good for
well, you can go down YouTube a real rabbit hole obsessing about the little details about these monitors, and it's very confusing, so perhaps you should just leave it with us.
And get adjustable height.
Tanzil, $5. Most of these punters don't know that you owned a Rolex Submariner 8808. How was owning that watch? I think that was more legendary than your 1680. 5512 and 5513. I got to tell you, I bought it from a watch dealer who had butchered it because he tried to convert it into a two-tone. So the problem was the bezel. He had this atrocity, this horrible. He'd put a custom gold bezel, which was, oh my god. And then on the dial,
are we talking about Doc?
No. This was he'd put gold. He'd replaced the normal triangle with a gold triangle. He glued it on and I think wrecked the dial. Don't even ask me about this. But you know what? I bought it for 2,000 and I sold it for 4,000 the same day. The guy who got it was a dealer who then he fixed it up and he sold. He didn't make terribly much. Now they're worth probably a nice one of that. Okay, when I had it wasn't that great, but you know what? They're incredibly rare. 50s Submariner. You don't see many of those around.
Nope.
5508. And I didn't really think much of it at all, to be honest with you.
Super chat. That's a very good point.
Space Lord, $2. Monitor with inbuilt speakers can cause problems. Okie dokie.
NATO said in the chat he's got some pristine Jarrah floorboards, and he's covered them up.
Pugsley isn't as innocent as people think. He's sending screenshots trying to incriminate others, but yet deleting his responses strategically. I think he thinks I was born yesterday. Look at this. Very nasty, Pugsley. That is just nasty. That's just really sad, that. And sorry, what were you saying about the recycled floorboards, Sirocco?
Well, yeah, NATO said in the chat he's got some pristine Jarrah floorboards all covered in carpet. So maybe he can donate for the concrete boat.
Yes. And the other thing is, too, we can use the offcuts to, a bit of framing.
Yeah. Just framing around the portholes.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Arch, we haven't got a doctor in the house today, I see, which is unfortunate.
No. Yes.
How's your reaction to your second jab from last week?
Okay. Can I be completely honest with you? I had ED problems.
Yeah.
But that seems to have fixed itself.
Yeah.
I actually have been really tired in the afternoon.
Well, that's because you work so hard in the morning.
And I've had flu-like. I've had a bit of a runny nose. It's getting better now. It's a bit of flu-like. I had a bit of a blocked nose, kind of flu-like symptoms. Not like a bad flu, but it's a it was a bit fluey. That's the thing. And,
okay.
Look, I got to be honest with you. I think you've got more chance of actually getting the COVID than getting serious problems from the vaccine. That's my honest view. I mean, it's the lesser of two evils, okay? I don't want to be forced to. I understand it completely. We're not in a great world. China, what was China doing?
Super chat.
Here we go, Tanzi or AC3. What's the best Rolex Submariner you've owned and why? Best doesn't mean most modern, but overall package. Good question. I got to say that is actually a really good question. What is the best? You know, younger me liked to show off. I wanted to be a poser, a bit of a wanker, Sirocco.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to say, the funny thing is, did you know if you want those gold digger girls to be impressed, they actually prefer the two-tone sub to actually the solid gold one. They don't quite understand the difference. Okay,
yep. It just looks.
So if you want flashy, the ultimate in flashy would probably be the two-tone. But I've owned a few. I tell you what, I've owned a few Submariners in my time. I wish I could get I had a 5513 many years ago, but it was actually a service dial. It was I think what had happened is it was an R serial number. And I think the dial went spidery. You know how they had that cracking? Some of the dials went spidery. That's the 5513s. No, the end ones are known for that. So it had so that pissed me off. I don't know. But I got to be honest with you. As a Submariner to use, I reckon the current 41 mil, which I've got, I would say that's fucking amazing. Why do I say that? Okay, nothing is perfect. You got to realize this. These are Leadzilla. Pluto, Pluto, I'm gone 5 minutes and you lose another lead in Toyota. You have to be the and I mean the worst salesman this company has ever seen. Yes. Thank you. Look, I got to tell you, I reckon the best is probably this sub here. Okay, let me explain it to you, okay? I think, do you want a date or no date? You know what? Seriously, I love the cleanless. I'll tell you honestly, I love the no date when it wasn't trendy. Okay, now all the hipsters, they all got to have the no date because that's the cool one. That's the Bond one. They weren't fucking saying that to me in the early 2000s. They say, oh, you didn't have a date. What's wrong with this one? You know what I mean? I liked it when it wasn't hip. So my answer to that is I reckon the date is better because it's not the hip one now. Okay, I like the opposite of hipsters. Nothing is perfect. Everything is flawed. The criticism of this one is they say that the buckle is too big because they've adjusted the size for the. But I think this is about as near. I like the ceramic bezel. I like the glide lock. The glide lock on this here is amazing. How you can just push in and adjust. That is really clever. I think that is an amazing thing to have on this watch. Look, that is probably the best sub. However, if you want attention, I would highly recommend a two-tone. If you want blinginess and attention, it depends what needs you have. For me, I'm sick of gold diggers noticing my stuff. Andrew, £5. Someone message Zero and see if they can get Toyota a job cleaning the new concrete boat. Fight Pugsley and his BF Toyota. Okie dokie. Look, I reckon these are just, you know what? When you're young, you want to show off. You want to get all the, later on you think, what
about when you're old like me, Arch?
I reckon these are great. I just like steel. That's when you don't give a fuck anymore. You know what I mean? Just like, I really like steel. I got to tell you, I didn't enjoy gold. Maybe it's all psychological. I didn't enjoy the gold because it was too precious. I don't want to damage it. The two-tone was actually quite good.
Yeah, well, bring up Bear's comment.
I'm looking forward to getting mine.
Here, Bear, if anyone is confused who is evil, sneaky, and manipulative, look who benefited the most from former crew financially. No charisma, no work, no effort, just stroking egos and stealing leads. Thank you, Bear. I got to tell you guys, seriously, I would say I love, look, I used to be able to, look, it depends where you're coming from, okay? I got to tell you, seriously, I used to like flashy things. I think all of us did. You get maturity. In the end, you say, I don't give a fuck what you think of it. I like it for myself. I actually, what made me fall in love with this watch was I had Scotty's. I delivered it to him in Hong Kong, and I wore it for a couple of days. Don't tell him that, by the way. And you know what? It was fucking amazing. Just a steel sub date. It was so useful. Like it was. And the thing is, I'll be honest with you, okay? Nothing is perfect, okay? The Submariner is not as good a diver as a Sea Dweller or a Deep Sea. They're better. They go deeper. But this is perfect. Like this is an everyday. It's not bulky and heavy like the Sea Dweller or the Deep Sea is. This is absolute. I love this. I got nothing against the Cyclops. People criticize the Cyclops. You know what? People just whinge for the sake of whinging. I think realistically, they are some amazing, amazing. Toyota Mo, $2. Andrew, are you jealous of me? Good point. And Andrew, who are you? Hashtag concrete. Come on, guys. We like you all. We love you all. I need all your support because this channel is hard. So Sirocco, I got to say seriously, man, I reckon for me, could I go two-tone or do I think, you know what, they're both cool. They're both really cool. I don't think I'd really want the gold because Toyota Mo, $2. Andrew, I'm your daddy. Thank you there. And Bear Clooney, I am hurt. I am not hurt. And Pugsley did not do anything to me personally. I don't benefit from YouTube. I got to tell you, Sirocco, I love the watches you've got. You've got a great little collection there. You got a steel Yachtmaster. You got the two-tone Yachtmaster. And you've also got the sub as well. You got the sub day and you got a sub bluesy.
The sub bluesy sitting in a safe.
But you're going to pick it up soon. Look, you know what? I think you might have got the perfect little. You got to buy things that you like. It's not buying this shit for other people. It's this ain't a. I got to be honest with you. Can I share a secret with you guys? Really?
No one's listening.
No one's listening anyway. They're all fighting in the corner.
I sometimes think about getting rid of all my paddocks. I'm thinking about getting rid of all the paddocks and doing something else with my life.
What would you do, Arch?
Trekking across the Great Western.
You didn't like my ideas, did you? You know what I wanted to do is buy an old Kenworth Cabover K100. The only problem is parts aren't exactly cheap on these big Kenworths. You know, you can get monster mileage, right? But to drive to the shops, it costs me $1.50 in diesel, and I can't take it through.
You can't get in the multi-story car park.
Exactly. You know, mind you, if ever you want to move house, it's really easy.
Yep, that's true. But you need a trailer to go on the back. Can't just have the tractor unit.
There's a depot down the road from me. I could easily hitch up and borrow one.
Right.
Okay. Andrew, $2. Read comments, Dad. Time for the retirement home. I got to say, seriously, guys, I think sometimes sell my paddocks. I don't know if I even fucking want them anymore. I can't even enjoy them anymore. I don't even enjoy wearing them because I think, oh, it's going to get damaged, going to get sweaty. Straps are... I think maybe I could. I'm looking at my life and thinking, do the kids want this shit? Not really. What do I want in my life? I don't know what I'm very confused, Sirocco.
Yeah.
Would I buy Rolex? I don't know how many watches you really need. What do you need? What is happiness? What is any of this shit? It's just...
I'm a little confused there. I can't quite... I keep saying to myself, you know what? I've got 5 Rolex. I've got 1 Omega. And I'm going down to Brizzy on probably Tuesday. And when I walk past Omega, I've got to try and stop myself walking in. Because I keep looking at that Seamaster 300 diver. Black bezel, white dial.
Oh, yes. But do you need that shit? Do you really, really need it? Your Yachtmaster.
I don't really need it.
You don't need any of that
with
shit.
or without the strap, what would you do?
I go bracelet.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't really like straps. I've got an Equiterra with a strap, and it's okay, but it does, when it's warm, it makes my, it just gets sweaty. When I go overseas, I don't think I'm going to take a Rolex with me because I've got to pick one up and bring it back. But I still want to watch, and I'm just wondering, take a slightly cheaper watch, if you can call $7,000. I think they're just short of 8,000 Aussie new. I imagine I can get it for about 6 with a bit of a discount, I hope. And I figure, I can go to Mexico, and if I get mugged and lose a $6,000 watch, it's better than getting mugged and losing a $20,000 watch.
Tan Zeal, $5. AC3 unloader for you. Get yourself a classic Porsche 911 and punt around Jamboree Heights to the sound of George Michael's Careless Whisper.
I can see him doing
our friend Jero Powell's in the chat. Maybe we could post the link. Maybe you'd like to join. I don't know.
Just out of interest there, Bear Clooney, my biggest regret is that I allowed that piece of shit who most people call Pigsley to manipulate me and use me to attack people that he targeted.
Another one. You got another one, super chat.
Omar, $5. Sirocco, what do you think of the Aquaterra on a bracelet as an everyday watch, considering one myself?
I think it'd be beautiful. Mine's on a strap.
The bracelet, for some of them, the side links are polished and the middle links are
Why don't you
satin.
can you buy a bracelet for that one, Sirocco?
I guess I could, but you know, why bother? I kind of like it as it is. Hang on a minute, let me get it. I shall return.
Don't you think that bracelet's a bit weird, Arch, with the matted middle links and the polished outer links?
I know what you mean. Rolex got away with it.
Did they?
On the Milgauss?
Are the outer links polished?
No, it's reverse. It's the center is polished.
Yeah. I think in the Milgauss the
Jiro Pow, how are you, Jiro?
Hello everybody. Hello Archie. I'm doing good.
Hey Jiro.
How are you?
You know what, Jiro? I've worked out what you need.
Oh no, Japanese woman?
No, forget
Lives
that.
in Japan.
I got to tell you what you need, Jiro. For you, seriously, two-tone bluesy. You need a two-tone bluesy. That's what you need. Holy shit, that's beautiful, Sirocco.
You know, I can't imagine
rubber?
that on a bracelet.
That's rubber, is it?
That's that rubbery sort of, yeah.
It's nice.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I love it.
That was $6,000, was it?
I got it. I think it was 7.5. I got it for 6.
Okay.
At Monarchs.
Guys, I've got to jump on crash
Hey,
now.
ABC, we love you, man. Thank
See
you
you,
so much.
Cheers, ABC.
Bye.
So yeah, I really can't see that on a bracelet.
No, I've seen it. It actually works on a bracelet. It's completely different.
Right.
But I like it on that rubber there. I completely get what you're saying. Here we go, Mr. Tudor. Mr. Tudor, to you, $20. Hey, Arch, picking up the Pelagos FXD. That's the new French diver in Nashville tomorrow. Will you welcome me Yes, of course. I support you. Of course. We'd love to see it. That's a great watch. That's the new Pelagos, the French diver, Navy SEAL sort of themed watch. What a great way to go there. I got to tell you, seriously, I got to tell you this. I'm actually having some massive sea changes in my life soon. My youngest kid is 15 soon. So I'm 49. What's going to happen by 55? I would like to be living a couple months in Japan, come back to Australia for a month, couple months somewhere else. And I'm hoping that's something I can do quite feasibly. Does that make sense, Sirocco?
Oh, definitely. It's something I've thought of quite a lot, and I'm probably once the world opens up a little bit more, I think I'll probably do the same. I don't think I'll ever leave Australia, but I don't think I'm going to spend the entire year here.
No.
2 super chats.
Tanzil, $5. AC3, what is the worst trade of the century? Trading your 114060 for a Moser, or when Don Haynes traded his black GMT for a blank pane 50 Favens. You know what? We've all been guilty of dumb trades, but I would have to say trading in a no-date sub, that's just... I'm not convinced he's done it. I am not convinced he's done it. I don't think anyone could be that stupid in this marketplace. Look, before you start selling things off, I'm looking at maybe selling some paddock because, you know, I'm just looking at that as an idea to kick around. I'm not doing anything at the moment. I'm just contemplating what I want to do in the future. And I got to tell you, Sirocco, what you want to do is, man, it's not about money. It's not about own. I'll be honest with you. Once you're getting into your 50s, do we need to own every piece of real estate? Do we need to own? I mean, how long have we fucking got left? I said to my dad,
I'm hoping I got 20 years and I'm 62.
Okay, but you haven't got 50 years left, have you?
I haven't got 50 years left. No.
You know that now, don't you? You would probably say you don't have 40 years left.
Oh God, no! If I've got 20, I think that's being optimistic.
And 20 years, how fast does 20 years go by?
Fucking fast.
You got 3 more super chats.
So I got to tell you, the worst thing is getting rid of the no date. The no date. That's just stupid. Yankee Doodle, $2. I'm down 85,000 on my Alibaba stock today. Fike me dead. Holy shit.
Yes, it was a disaster. 11% down. I don't know. Bad news. 11% down today. Yesterday, 5%. I have also some stocks, but not that much.
Chinese stocks, or which stocks are you down?
Yes, Chinese.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Andrew, £2. Arch, get on a diet for LSW show. You can do it. What's that loud? What's that W? London show. Get on a diet for the London Watch show. You can do it. Thank you. I will do that. Toyota Mo, $2. Andrew, peace, man. Peace. Yeah. Peace, guys.
Now, Archie, what I was going to say was, I think your problem is the problem with the Louis Vuitton box is that if you were to sell, multiple Pateks, you're going to have more spots that are just nothing in there. So the box, it kind of keeps you to having 8. It makes you want to have 8 or 9.
I could put four ladies, 4 men's.
I suppose. But it kind of locks you in, doesn't it? Sometimes less is more.
Yeah. Look, I got to tell you, Sirocco, you know what? When you're getting into your 50s, you start to realize, hey, you're not going to be here forever. And I mean, realistically,
I never realized that when I was in my 50s.
No, when did you start realizing that?
Probably when I hit 60.
Okay. And like in your case, like you said, you don't own a piece of real estate in Australia.
Yep.
But you know what? You don't give a shit. What do you care? Okay, it's gone up a bit. The market's crazy, but so what?
Archie, what does your dad says? He's 70, 71, 72.
He's 73. He's born in 48. Okay, he's born in 48.
Yeah, but what does he say about how much is left?
You know what he says? He says to me he can't take speculative investments. I said, why don't you get a piece of property? Because he used to love buying property. He said, I'm 70, whatever he is. He says, so he always downplays his age. Because he thinks mentally if he says he's 71, he'll have a bit more left. Okay. He says to me, I can't afford to make a real estate mistake and wait 5 years for the market to recover. I may not have that 5 years.
But he has a house. Why the hell should he go for another house, real estate?
No, I'll tell you exactly why, Giro, because you put money in the bank, it's less than 1% a year. Okay, so you put it in a term deposit or a bond or something, less than 1% a year. You put it into the share market. For starters, the share market is highly volatile and overpriced. And also, you can fuck up in the share market. So real estate is actually a lot of wealth in Australia, Giro, was created by real estate. Aussies are terrible savers, okay? Aussies are great spenders. Where Aussies have done well is, and this goes for a lot of people, even business people. My dad said where business people have done really, really well was when they had a business and they bought the freehold premises for their business. So they had a house and premises. And he said often the industries they were in went to shit. Like those, like for example, movie theaters. They had all sorts of businesses. Manufacturing goes to shit. But that commercial property is worth a lot of money. My dad sort of said, if you can try and have a house plus another property, he said that's your kind of superannuation for yourself. So my dad is making no bones. That's why he bought the Mercedes for himself, because he said, you know what, I'm not going to live forever. What the fuck am I going to do? He wants to start to enjoy things.
Enjoy things and spend money. You don't need to invest anything.
No, he does, because he
You can't just spend. You got to have something still backing you up.
Exactly.
Super chats. 4 for that channel. What about that?
Look, actually, I've rebranded. That channel is so I think it's jinxed. I got to do a deal with that devil guy. Toyota Mo, $2. Yeah. Oh, we did that piece. And there's another super chat. Tell me this. Is it a super chat? Because it's the leads are weak. That's it. We're done.
Guys, we need money for the widescreen monitor fund. Okay.
Yes, widescreen
Not
monitor.
to mention the fridge.
Yes. Let me say this to you,
what is the latest with the fridge?
I'm putting a video out. You'll see it on Monday. Okay. Archie Luxury channel. Check it out. Sirocco, you start to realize you don't need to own any of this shit. You also don't need to own all the fast cars. You think, no. Okay. You don't need
to
have
want them. Of
course we do.
You know, I was very fortunate on back in what day was that? Wednesday, that I didn't have time. I was 1 block away from the Porsche dealership, and I was very lucky that we didn't have time to go and have a look.
Would you have bought one possibly?
Temptation is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, choices.
Don't need it. It's the hoarding, the collecting, the wanting, and having to have it.
Look, I got to tell you seriously, I think the lifestyle, you never want to have a job, but do you? Do you actually want to work again, Sirocco? No way in the world.
Fuck me, no. I haven't had a job for, I haven't had a job for years. I stopped working at 50. So it's 12 years since I stopped. I really can't see.
I got to tell you, when I went full-time on YouTube, I used to feel real guilty that I wasn't doing a normal job. I don't know if you ever had that guilt. Did you ever have any guilt there, Sirocco?
I feel understand what you mean. I feel understand actually what you mean. But however, now you're doing much better than the people who are working, who you left.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is the company I work for, they fucking fired everybody. But that's another story. It's all gone. The world is it's not a nice place at times, Rocco.
That's a kind of a place.
You know, it's sort of.
I shouldn't say that, should I?
No, but the truth is, it can be very hard. Real estate, man. You know what's happening to real estate? There's real estate agents that got no properties in Queensland is going. It's growing. The prices are going up ridiculously. Oh, look at this. He's doing some exercise at 4 a.m.
Yeah, I'm doing cardio.
Oh shit! What makes you? Okay, fair enough. Christ.
Okay. I wish I could unsee that. Fuck me dead.
Rocco, your life itself there, everything's pretty rosy then, isn't it?
Oh, look, I mean, you have bad days, but you don't let anything get you down. There's no point, you know. No, I have a good day. I mean, have a look at my view today. You know, if I can get this thing off again. It's not as windy today.
Oh, you're not at the marina?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's all the other boats gone? It's beautiful.
This might hurt.
And you've got power there?
Yeah.
So when you're in the marina, you can just use power like normal. Is that right?
I just use normal power. There she is.
Oh, I see.
Any bayliners?
Yes. Sure. Just here.
Oh, wow.
That's a bayliner. About a 40 foot. Oh, I've got to get off concrete. Jesus. Nice and sunny day. Got to get out.
Oh, you got some super chats.
Out of the sun. Super chat. Lots of them.
Super chats. Here we go, guys. Super chats. Tanzil, $5. AC3. You just need some balance. You're right. You don't need 10 Paddocks and 15 Rolexes. You'll have more fun with a proper car and a few proper watches. Yankee Doodle, $5. I like how you asked your dad how much toothpaste he has left in his tube. Yes. And Andrew, £5. Jiro, stay out of KFS or those legs might end up in a bucket. Wee chicken legs going like the clappers.
KFC. He meant KFC.
KFC, yes. I gotta tell you guys, it's you know, we don't have conventional jobs. Look at Jiro. Jiro works for himself.
Yes, and I've got real estate. I'm heavily invested in real estate. I'm about to have a passive income. That's what it's all about, to be financially free. So therefore, I can spend time in Germany. And by the way, I was driving today with my beautiful car, and I kind of believe I saw Nico on the street, but I'm not sure. Is he in Cologne?
Yes, he was.
Okay, maybe it was Nico.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's put on weight.
Yes. Firstly, I thought it is Marco, and then I realized it's Nico.
Yeah, no, he's okay. He's just
I
he's
love
under
Nico.
a lot of pressure. He's under a lot of pressure.
Nico is a tough guy. He's a really tough cookie.
I think Sirocco, when I see Nico, the only thing is he's putting so much pressure to work. I couldn't be fucked. Could you be fucked?
Not really. Not now, mate. Look, I'm a bit old. I mean, I'm 13, 14 years older than you. I don't know how old Nico is.
He's only in his 30s. He's in his 30s.
You know, when you're in your 30s and 40s, you get hungry.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, you get to 60 and, you know, I mean, I'm in a fortunate position. I don't have to give a fuck.
Yes.
But there are people out there at 60 who do give a fuck, you know, and have to keep working. I got a friend of mine who's never going to stop working, and he's 67.
Why's that? Just choices he's made?
It's just a choice he's made. He doesn't have to, but he just, you know, a lot of people. I used to work to live.
But you know, it depends. Either you love your job and you do it with passion, or you're forced to do this because you have to pay off your mortgage or something.
Well, this guy's self-employed. He's never been employed, you know. But they just get to this position where they just like to work. It's all they know.
Yes, you're right. It's very, very, very much there. It's I understand exactly what you're saying there. It's yeah, I got to tell you there, it is really, really, really difficult there. The thing is too, I think a lot of people say to me they're jealous of me. They say, "Oh, you're so lucky, Arch. You don't have to do this. You don't have." But you know what? Then I see them leasing the latest car. They go and lease an 8. Oh, please, Jiro. It's
no more flexing, okay, Arch. No more flex.
No, it's. I'm gonna have problems performing later, Jiro. If he keeps doing that, I'm gonna have some real ED trouble. You know, the thing is, they say to me, "Oh, you're so lucky," but the thing is, Sirocco, they still want the financial rewards of working their guts off.
Yeah,
they want the time. You can't have it. You got to say, right, you know what? I don't need to get the least whatever. I don't need to.
They work and they work and they work and they forget how to enjoy themselves. And by the time they stop working, they've filled up their bank accounts and they've hoarded and collected all this cash. Yeah. And then you know what happens? They stop working, and a year later they drop dead. I've seen it happen.
Yes.
It's pretty sad.
It is. I gotta say, the thing you've got to realize is it's choices you make there. If you really want to do something, you've got to make those choices and take some. Like for example, like my wife said to me, my wife. You know what wives are like, Sirocco. They always want a bigger house. Your house is never prestigious enough, or you know I would like a bigger. I said, you know what? Hang on a tick. You know what? I do want to eventually. For starters, I love my house because this is a WOG house, right? We put it's got my studio at the front of the house, so I don't even have to come into my house. I can invite people over without them going through the house. Do you understand? That's such a cool thing. You know what I mean? I don't mind being on the main road because there's a police station just up the road. If something, you know what I mean? You got security, you got so much, it's so much happening I don't give a shit it's on the main road. She would like a better house. I'm saying, hang on a minute. But honey, you've already said to me, you want to stop work at 50, you want to slow down at 55. Okay, she's 51 at the moment, 52 in February.
Okay.
I said, honey, this is an oxymoron. You want bigger house, more house, but you want to work less. I said, honey, we got a bit of a problem here because the house we're in, we still owe 200 on this house. But that's manageable in today's sense. 200 is not ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But if we made that 200, 600, that's a lot of fucking.
You're going to be working forever to pay it off.
Because I'm already almost I'm 49. I'm almost 50, right?
Yep.
And this is the whole thing. You've got to make choice. People want the big house and they don't want to work. Yeah, it doesn't quite work like that. You've got to decide what you really want. It's like you, Sirocco. You decided you didn't want children and you didn't really want a wife. I'll be honest with you.
Eventually decided that I didn't want to be married anymore, because that was because...
No, but it's because she wouldn't be happy. She wouldn't be happy with the choices you would have made. You would have ended up in divorce and nastiness, and it would have been.
Yeah, she would have. She would have come up here. She would have come with me if I'd have said, "Yeah, let's sell up and let's go and buy a boat." Blah blah blah. She would have come, but then a year too later, not even a year later, she would have gone, "No, fuck this. I don't like it."
Yes.
Some people I know, they live in houses and they can't understand that I actually enjoy living on the boat. No,
but I tell you, I've had. This might sound ridiculous to you. I've had delusional fantasies. Okay, let me tell you this. No one's watching. I'll tell you my delusional fantasy. I love those tiny homes. I love those tiny homes. Because what I like about it, you got to have a minimalist lifestyle. You can't have shit everywhere. It doesn't work like that. If you want to have a tiny house, you've got to make use of space. It's very, very high use of limited space. You've got to be very flexible, and it's kind of. Now, admittedly, I'll probably never do it, but it's always that concept has been the same thing on a boat. If you want to have the boat, the lifestyle, you can't just have a whole lot of shit that takes a lot of space. You can't have a book collection, for example. There's no way in the world. Not. You've got to say, and it's also, watches is one thing because they're smallish, right? But the thing is, you've got to realize this. You've got to work out what's important for you. And there's many, I'll be honest with you. You got to try. I said to my wife, okay, you want to slow down at 55? I said that's feasible because the kids, our youngest kid is 15 this year. So that's 3 years before he's 18.
Yep.
Add another year on top of that. So that they'll be doing TAFE or uni or something. Okay. Yep. Then we could start to have some trips and things. Then by the
realistically, you got 6 years before you can start saying, "Hey, let's slow down a bit," because you've still got to support the kids.
6 years, but they can also stay in our house whilst we're not here. I don't mind that.
Yep.
I'm not forcing them out, right?
Yep.
They can stay. I'm perfectly okay with that. And then I would like to have 1 month in Japan. 1 month back, 1 month, because honestly, I'll be honest with you. In my case, I would like to spend a month in Japan and maybe 2 months and then come back for a month, 2 months somewhere else. The reason I say Japan is that my wife's Japanese and Japan is fucking hard if you don't speak Japanese. You need to have somebody who speaks the language.
Yep.
But I would also like to do 2 months in Thailand with her. I'll be honest with you. People say, but that's the whole point of Thailand is the bar. I never really go to the bars anyhow. So that's not really my thing. I I got to tell you this. Don't tell any of the fans this because they'll be disappointed in me. I lived in Pattaya. I've never been into the red light district of Pattaya.
Really?
Yeah, and I lived there for about
what
5
about
months.
when you were Bangers?
I did because I was living in the red light district. I did go there. Yeah, I did.
You were working as a porn star then, weren't you?
Exactly. The problem is, I got to say this to you: you eventually get sick of that lifestyle. But you understand, like
I know. Yeah, I get it.
It's you can't go drinking. And I'll be honest with you, I had a boss as well who used to always take me out drinking, and it became boring with him. Like, okay, he had the big pile of cash, he paid for everything, and he got the status, and you're thinking, what am I here for? It became if you do anything too much, it becomes boring.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, I think constant change is good. Change is good. See, you're really in charge of your destiny. No one holds you. See, most people, they can live paycheck to paycheck. By the end of the paycheck, they're broke. They're holding out for their money. They need that money urgently to pay their... I'm not saying it's a bad thing. This is just reality. To pay their commitments, to pay the bills. They've got to do these things. That's just how it goes there. But to be honest with you, you got to make clear steps moving. Like in your case there, it's pretty hard to, when you're in close quarters, it's hard to live with someone in such tight space.
Yeah. My American girl, she was here for 4 months. We did okay because I'm it's a small area. Someone made the point yesterday when I was showing the boat. Someone made a point in the chat. It was a small area, but what they don't get is I actually have 2 living areas.
Yeah.
So I live upstairs for most of the time, and when my girlfriend was here, she didn't want to sit next to me for whatever reason, want to just get her own little space. She'd just go downstairs. And if she really got upset or whatever for whatever reason, she'd just shut the door behind it, and that's fine. So we kind of, it's a small area, but it's a very workable area for 2 people. I wouldn't do it on my old boat because that was way too small. Yes. But it's good. You just we just fuck off. When we're out somewhere, you've got a dinghy, you can just piss off with the dinghy and do your own thing. There's ways around it. You've got to be adaptable when you're on a boat. And it's the same even in a small house. You've got to be adaptable.
Yes, 100% right. Sirocco, you're living the dream. This is the thing there. What the important thing is, like I tell you this, we're talking about you got 20 years left, but you know what? You actually have 60 years left. Let me explain it to you. Can I explain this concept to you?
Yep, no one's listening.
Okay, so most people, they work Monday to Friday. They got 2 days off every week, correct?
Yep.
So 2 days off, right? So 1 year, they only have 100 days off. Okay, because the other days they got to work for the boss man.
Yep.
So, and the thing is, those 100 days aren't 100 days altogether. They're broken up, and so they're even less impacting. In your case, your week is actually like these normal guys' month.
Yeah, sure.
1 week of your time is like a normal person who's working 1 month's time.
Yep.
So every year you have off to yourself. Like, I mean, who has a year off? Even with long service leave, you only get 6 weeks, don't you?
Exactly. Yeah.
So you get a full year off, 52 weeks off. That is the equivalent to 10 years living for a normal person.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Yeah.
So every year you have is 10 years. So you've technically got so much. 10 years by 10 is 100 years left. See?
Fuck. I didn't know it was going to be 180.
Good. Do you see what I'm saying? Because most people, if you're working, you're only getting 2 days. I mean, even then, they don't even have 2 days off. They got to take the kids to sport. They got to go. They got to do this. They got to go grocery shopping. They got to do this. They got to do that. They actually, how much time? Some blokes, they don't even have half a day to themselves. They got to cut the fucking lawn on their Mac mansion. They got to do this. They got to do that. And if they're really lucky, they can get a fike on a Sunday night. If they're really lucky, once a week.
Yep.
That's not the way to live life.
That is not the way to live life. No, that's why I didn't buy a house. I thought about buying a house, I told you, and sat outside a house one day, and I was very interested in it. It was beautiful, you know, ocean views, swimming pool, everything that you could wish for. And then I went, what am I going to do? You know, I'll end up living in this frigging house, never talk to anyone, mow the lawn, clean the pool, look at the view and go, is this it? You know, now I look at the view and I don't mow the lawn, and, you know, I talk to people, and
now, speaking of mowing lawns, I've got this little problem.
Yeah. You need a new lawnmower.
No, but I've got this little storage room downstairs that I store my lawnmower in, right? And the door, the key, it's like jammed. I can't open the bloody storage room because I can't open the door because the key just won't work anymore. I don't know what the problem is.
Just get a locksmith out.
Oh, I don't do that.
Get a hammer.
All right. Is there
sledgehammer.
Do I get some WD-40 or something and just try and
spray
it?
No, what you use for locks
is
you use graphite powder. Go to Bunnings and get graphite powder, because WD-40 will actually attract. If you spray WD-40 into a lock, it will actually attract dirt particles, and it will make the problem worse in the long run.
What about, like, maybe something's jamming it, like, underneath? Because there's nothing. It's like nothing's on the other side of it. It's just I need to clean the bottom of it or something. It's just really weird. I can't open the thing.
So, Rocco, I got to tell you this, man. With this COVID disaster, it made me realize a few things. See, I was really, really traveling. I was traveling basically once. I was traveling twice a month at times.
Right.
And they were only small trips. They were a week, 5 days away at a time. Singapore, Hong Kong, wherever. And I didn't have full freedom because I had commitments. That's the reason I was going, was people had subsidized some of these tickets. But the whole thing is, Sirocco, there's nothing like landing in a new place, going to a hotel, trying some food, doing this, doing, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't even having the big Mercedes-Benz or Porsche that made me happy. It was actually going and seeing
freedom to travel and experience other cultures and other places.
And it wasn't even drinking. I'm not a huge drinking is expensive, right? It was really just seeing, like, what I loved was I'd land in Asia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Thailand. As soon as you get off the plane, the air smells different.
Yes.
The humidity and the heat is different. And you think, fuck. I remember landing in Singapore in the morning and thinking, holy shit, this is a completely different world. One thing about Australia I find really hard is that it seems very structured and organized. Everything's so spread out. You think, oh, okay, nothing's really that messy. You go to Asia, you got all this shit compacted in, compressed in. And you know what? Like I go to Brisbane. The dealers know me. They know I don't. Well, you know, it's hard to get a brochure or anything off. You go to Asia, there's 20 paddock dealers. Here's a brochure. Here's a brochure. They'll gladly talk. You know what? You have so much more variety to see than you ever have.
May I ask you something, Shiroko? Sure. What is it like to live in New Zealand? Is it better? Is it more expensive? Less expensive?
No, I've been to New Zealand, okay, and I can tell you this, okay. The different parts of New Zealand have different prices, but the prices are fucking. I went to Auckland. It is fucking ridiculous because there's a shortage. New Zealand is a very small country. Okay, they have a lot less infrastructure than Australia. It's a very beautiful country. It's colder because of the position to the equator. It's a lot colder than Australia is. It's a bit like England. It's a completely different climate to Australia. The thing is this: New Zealand is a beautiful country. It's a nuclear-free country. I think Australia is a better country because we've got a bigger army. We've got a bigger, more people, more land. We're a very resource-rich country. New Zealand has got some amazing. It's got some amazing things there. The Chinese love New Zealand. Real estate for a shitty house, shitty weatherboard house. The wages aren't as high in New Zealand as Australia, and real estate is so fucking expensive. I stayed one night in a Formula One, which is like it's a budget but clean hotel
Like
at the airport. It's a shoebox, $200 for the night.
Shit.
Aussie dollars? Australia. Is it New Zealand dollars?
Well, Aussie and New Zealand is almost the same.
Okay, 200. It's a lot, yes.
Okay. So, but you know what? New Zealand is a fantastic country. People love it. Very clean country. It's a nuclear-free country. That's. I quite like New Zealand. Cameron R, $5. Don't even think of living in New Zealand. Bad weather and expensive.
There you go.
But look, the thing is there, you know what? I think what really I would like is to go and live countries I've really loved. Vietnam, that was amazing. I actually like Malaysia. If you want a bit of both worlds, Malaysia doesn't have the bar life like Bangkok.
Yeah, Malaysia's an interesting place.
But it's nowhere near as expensive as Singapore. Singapore's fantastic if you're really, 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 really rich.
God.
Okay.
Yep.
But Malaysia, you could actually, the border's not far. You can drive to Malaysia from Singapore.
Yeah, I got a taxi across from Malaysia to Singapore.
Yes.
A couple of weeks ago.
And I think Malaysia's a great country. I went to Langkawi. That's a big tourist resort there.
I love Langkawi.
I went up on the chair, you know, they had the cable
where
car.
that bridge in the middle of nowhere is.
Yeah,
that bridge on the top of the mountain. That's bizarre.
Yes.
Yeah, I stayed in a resort almost at the bottom of that.
And I got to tell you, there's some nice. That was a great place. I also like KL. I like, got the Petronas Towers. I went up to Petronas Tower. You got the walkway between the two. You done that?
I haven't. No. I only stayed a night in KL, I think.
KL's very busy, but it's a great. If you're going to take the plane, if you're going to fly in, don't take a taxi to the airport. You take the express train. They got a special airport express. That's fantastic.
Yep.
And you can check in your baggage in Central Station in KL. KL's a really I really like Indonesia's a bit that's probably the least liked of the Asian countries. But
I spent 2 months in Indonesia.
Yes.
Just sailing through, and when you get out of everyone goes to Bali. Which, if you go to Bali, really, you might as well just go to the Gold Coast. Some of the islands in Indonesia are just spectacular, and the people are so friendly.
Yes. I completely. I got to tell you, I don't think the answer is to be in any one place. It's to have options and to be able to travel and do things.
Yes.
And I think staying in one spot. The problem with the Western world is very cool. The Western world is good. They got nice medicines. They got good schooling. They got good resources. But as far as staying there, you think, oh, shit, I want to go and see something else. You want to do some things. I like history. If you're really into history, Vietnam is amazing history, And Even Singapore. What I love about Singapore and Hong Kong is it's got that British, like a lot of the buildings are British colonial type buildings. They're amazing. I love that architecture. I think if I had money, Singapore would be the country. Japan is amazing as a country.
I think Singapore could be bloody expensive though to live there.
Oh, definitely. Well, a car is ridiculous.
I can't imagine it. Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, for Singaporeans, it's not too bad because they've got those government housings, HBD, housing development, HDBs, Housing Development Board, where they can use their super to buy a government subsidized house. You know those. That's quite a interesting concept.
Yeah.
I love Singapore. I really.
It's certainly an interesting place. I'll go back again. I haven't spent enough time there to look. I know I spent one night there. I was flying back from Malaysia, and I spent one night, and it's crazy money. Dinner just for one cost me $200.
Oh, it depends where you go, but there's a lot of hawker markets.
I stayed in the Rock. I mean, it cost me $1,000 for a night with my room and dinner.
Was it an upmarket?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, as I say, I've been on a boat for 3 months, so it's kind of I just went, hey, let's just book this place and have a bit of luxury for a while.
What did you stay in?
I think it was called the Stamford.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's okay. They have some amazing hotels there. They have the Fullerton Hotel. They have that's an old colonial sort of building. They have the Marina Bay Sands. That's where you'd stay. That big.
Yeah. I could see it in the distance. Yeah, I remember looking out the window and I could see it. Yeah.
It's Singapore's amazing country. And English is the language. It
is.
Hong Kong, I love Hong Kong too. Hong Kong is again, that's expensive.
Yeah, I had a good time there. I was there in 93, 4, I think it was.
Okay, in Hong Kong. What were you doing in Hong Kong?
We were coming back from the UK. Actually, coming back from Germany.
Yeah. Look, I have to interrupt. I have to interrupt this. I'm sorry, Sirocco. Our friend Dis. He's asking for the link.
I don't know if we want his vibe at the moment. We're talking about travel and that. What do we want this on for?
What
do we need the vibe? What do you think, Sirocco?
Oh, I think that's your call.
What's he going to say?
I don't know.
It's very late there overseas, It's sort of, what's he doing? It's 12. Fucking hell, he should be asleep, that guy.
Come on, Archie.
Well, Vlad said, just see what he has to say. You can easily boot him.
Okay, let's see what he says then.
Some are saying yes, some are saying no.
I don't honestly. What did you think what do you think of his latest purchase there, Sirocco? Did you hear about that?
No, I don't think I did.
He's got the GMT. He's got the GMT. Bought a pre-ceramic GMT.
Super chat, Arch.
Mr. Tudor to you, $10. Hey, Arch, when you visit the US, particularly Florida, visit St. Augustine, oldest city, 1565. We got Dis.
Hey.
Dis is here. Hey, Dis, what's happening?
All good. What
You're not
vibe are you
sleeping.
talking about?
You're not sleeping. You're not sleeping?
I slept for 5 hours.
Okay.
What vibe are you talking about?
What's that?
You said I don't like his vibe. What vibe are you talking about?
Your vibe.
I have a good vibe.
I don't know. Sometimes, So, are you okay? What's going on in your world? Tell us this.
I'm replacing the metal insert on the Coke to Pepsi.
Okay. Who are you doing that through? Rolex or who?
Yeah, through the Rolex service.
How much they charge to do that?
to 200.
And they
US
let you
dollars.
keep the old one?
Of course.
Okay. You want to make it a Coke. Was it originally a Coke, or what was it originally, or you don't know?
I don't know. I don't know, actually.
Yeah. Pepsi's a cool watch. Sirocco, have you ever been interested in I don't really think that's vintage. It's more classic Rolex. Have you been interested in pre-ceramic stuff, or you like the improvements?
I really didn't know much about it. I just wanted to, when I bought my sub, I'd always wanted a Submariner.
Yeah.
Always, ever since I was a kid.
Okay.
And
when did you first see a Submariner, Sirocco?
Live and Let Die with Roger Moore.
Oh. Do you remember talking to your dad about watches? What sort of watches?
Oh, a little bit, not a lot. You know,
he was a
Dad
Rolex
was always
man.
into watches. He had his, which I have now, as you know. He bought his. He only ever bought one Rolex, and that was the 9-carat Oyster Perpetual.
Yes.
And he wore that was his everyday watch for 20 years, and then he put it to one side.
It was on a bracelet originally.
He didn't like the bracelet, so when he bought it, and this is how times have changed. He was building houses in those days. 1966, he would have been 36 years old, doing very well. He sent my mother to the Rolex agent, and she came home with 4 different Rolex. They gave them to her for him to look at. And he said, "Yeah, I like that one, but I don't want the bracelet. Can we have it on a strap?" So
what were the other ones he was looking at?
I don't know. I really don't know. It was just a story that I remember him telling us about a few years ago.
They gave you 4 to take. How the fuck
He
did that
gave
work?
Gave Mum 4 to take home to show him that night.
How did that work? They would never do that now, would they?
No, but we're looking in 1966. You know, times are so different. In those days in Jersey, you didn't need to lock your door. You know, there wasn't any crime or anything. You just go out, you'd leave your door wide open if you wanted. No one would go in. There was a little bit of stupid stuff, but
he was a builder, your dad?
He was a builder, yeah.
He was building on Jersey?
On Jersey.
And how did he make his money? From building and that their projects?
From building in the 60s.
I see.
Yeah.
And what's the... I'm
just going to interrupt. Yankee Doodle, no, the real Jersey not New Jersey, the original Jersey.
I got to tell you, that's an amazing story. So he had 3 of. He looked at them and said, "Oh no." And the thing is, the 34 mil at the time, that would have been a good size to have for a watch.
I took it into the guys in your friends in Vintage Watch Company, and I don't know why. I wanted to get it serviced, and I ended up I didn't. And one of the guys said, you know, they had looked at it and they said it's just beautiful, and said in those days it was probably the most expensive Rolex that they did. That was I can't remember the guy's name in there. It wasn't Ronnie. It was one of the other guys.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So Oyster says it's manual wind, is it, or it's automatic? Automatic, no date. No date.
Hang on, I'll just get it. Hang on.
So how are you going, Dis? You okay?
I'm doing great, man. What about you?
What happened with the job? Any updates? Are they okay? Everything?
I'm waiting for the hearing. When I finish the hospitalization, I have a hearing.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. That's quite lovely. Black dial.
Great.
So that's 9-carat yellow gold. Is that right?
9-carat yellow gold.
Nothing on the back engraved or anything? No.
Nothing on the back.
And it's got the original Rolex buckle on it?
No. That's the only problem. The strap isn't original. It's
It had a buckle originally.
It had the original strap and it was worn out. My mother went to. She didn't know any better. She back in the probably 80s. They were in Germany. He needed a new strap.
Oh, and they didn't give the buckle back.
And they didn't give the buckle back.
Oh, I see.
I had when after my dad died, we went into. I was wearing it, and we went into the Rolex AD in Jersey.
Yep.
And I looked at it and I thought, you know what? Let's try and let's make it original again. Put a Rolex strap on it with a gold buckle, the Rolex pin buckle, and they quoted me £1,000.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? Is it worth it? I'm never going to sell it. It is. The only thing is when I wear it, the strap's just a little bit short.
Okay. So what buckle have you got on it now?
Oh, it's still. Is it gold? Yeah. It looks okay. It's just not the Rolex.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Got you. You can pick those up on eBay secondhand, you know.
I know. I've seen them, and I just thought, you know, I'll just keep it as it is. It doesn't matter. You know, I only wear it occasionally. I wear it probably 2-3 times a year.
Super chat.
Andrew, £5. I spent many a good night with a lovely girl in Jersey. We used to listen to the piano player in the restaurant, then go back and make our own music.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's the way to live, isn't it? Really?
That's the way to go, yeah. Jersey was a good place. It's a bit different now. It's kind of a bit overbuilt, overpopulated, too many cars.
Yeah. It's
You haven't lived until you've seen you're walking down a road and you hear a Ferrari coming up the hill.
Yes.
Followed by a Lamborghini, followed by a Porsche, and they're all doing 20 miles an hour because that's the speed limit.
Oh, I see. You wouldn't believe what I saw yesterday on the road. You wouldn't believe this. It was I'd never seen one of these in my life, okay? Have you ever heard of a Citroen? It was a Citroen, I think it was a 3-wheeler.
I've never heard of a 3-wheeler. I remember the old Citroen 2CV.
Yeah, no. It was like a 1930s sort of 1940s sort of car. It was a they had a thing called a Lomax. Have you ever heard of a Lomax?
Not at all, no.
Okie dokie. You know, Morgan had the 2-seater. You remember Morgan?
Morgan had a 3-wheeler, yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. With the single wheel on the back, 2 wheels on the front, single wheel on the back.
Yeah, they were a bitch to drive. You know that, don't you?
Yep. An
absolute bitch to drive. I'll just see if I can pull one up for you guys because this is quite interesting car if you've ever seen one of these. Actually, it is based on a Citroen 2CV. That's what it is based on.
Yep.
Jesus, God only knows how much. I'll just bring it up. Share screen. I saw one of these yesterday.
Wow.
Oh, God.
With the tray at the back with a suitcase on the back.
Yeah.
You ever seen one of these? Citroen.
I've never seen anything like it.
No. And it had a big Citroen. I thought it was a Citroen because it had a Citroen grill on the front, but
right. These
ones don't seem to have that. It must be customizable. People have customized them. It was like this, a Citroen logo like that. That's what it was like. It was, except it was in blue. Look at this. What do you think of that? Would you? you seen anything like this?
It's I wouldn't mind looking at one. I must admit, whether I'd buy one or not, I don't know. But not really into the old vintage stuff.
It was kind of like this in this blue here. That's I think that was the racing colors. It was like similar to this here.
A Lomax 223 Lamb. What is that? A kit car of some description?
It's based on a 2CV. Based on a 2CV, from what I can make out.
Our friend Marcelo drives around Tokyo in one of those.
Yes, indeed. There.
What happened to Marcelo? How come he got booted?
Someone paid $50.
Oh, that was a bit early. I think they should have, given him half an hour to piss everyone off, then mute him first.
Yeah. It was. Look, I quite enjoy. His wife sounds really cute. You know that? I'm sorry. I got to. Not that I'd encourage anybody to comment on someone else's wife, but she sounds really, really cute.
Yep.
And hey, who am I to say what works or doesn't work? What do you? It's funky. Funky is. I never seen one of these. I like these. I like unusual shit. You know what I mean?
It's definitely unusual. Bring up a 2CV. Let's have a look at the old 2CV.
Yeah. Okay. So
the original 2CVs. Yeah. The driver and passenger seat was a
tin
snail. That's an ugly color, isn't it?
They were very, very minimalist, weren't they? Minimalist.
They were. The seats were like deck chairs.
I love this. Look at this. That's just beautiful.
There you go.
That's just so French, isn't it?
Now that is a classic car. That's a classic.
Were they two-stroke? Was Citroën 2CV two-stroke or four-stroke?
Well, 2CV stands for 2 chevaux, which is 2 horsepower.
2 horsepower. Holy shit, that's nothing.
Nothing.
And they made these for a long period of time.
They did. They were pretty much the French version of the Beetle.
Yes, exactly. Look at this. The yellow and the black. That looks gorgeous.
Yep.
Citroën. I like that black and the red. 120,000 euros. Holy shit! Why does that sell?
That's in the big bucks.
No, but that's a special one, I think. And they had the van too. They had the 2CV van. Remember those?
I do. I remember, going to France in the 60s and seeing these things.
Oh, okay. 4-wheel drive one.
We had them in Jersey, and I had friends who had one. See,
because they were. I think some of these cars you could almost have a motorbike license to drive one. You didn't need a proper car license.
Oh, I think over there you probably needed a car license.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a car. It's only 2 horsepower. I mean, it's like Greenland's lawnmower.
Did you spend much time in France yourself?
I love France. I cannot wait to go back. When I go back to Jersey at the end of April, the girlfriend's going to meet me in Jersey after about 3 weeks to a month. Yeah. And then we're going to France again. I haven't been to France because of the pandemic for 2 years, and I love it. Okay. I absolutely love it.
2 taxable horsepower. It was air-cooled, front-engined, front-wheel drive, economy family car. It was introduced in 1948 and was manufactured by Citroën for model years 48 to 1990.
Yeah, massive. I thought they were still going in the 80s, yeah.
There were more than 3.8 million were produced. And it's amazing sort of car there. Did we I don't know if we got them. They weren't that popular in Australia. They kind of they had
French cars have never been popular over here, have they, really?
I think the agency fucked it up. You know, like the agency that to get parts and shit like that. There was always that kind of. It always was a problem.
Hey, Arch, talking of cars, I got to ask you. You might know. As you know, I was on the Gold Coast on Wednesday, and we drove down whatever bloody street it was, and there used to be an Aston Martin dealership right on the corner by some traffic lights. They were only there. I remember sitting at the traffic lights 2 years ago, looking across at these Aston Martins drooling, and we drove past, and there's an Aston Martin's sign still there, but they were full of Renaults. What's happened to the Aston Martin dealership?
Oh, I see. Geez, that's in Southport, isn't it?
That's in Southport, yeah.
I think they just very quickly the Lomax. We're looking at that 3-wheeler.
Yep.
The Lomax is a British kit car based on the mechanicals components of a Citroen 2CV.
There you go.
It had been in production since '82 when it was introduced by Lomax Motor of Lincolnshire. In the late 80s, the company was transferred to Gloucestershire until the 90s. Okay, so the design is slightly reminiscent of the legendary Morgan 3-wheeler. Yes, the Morgan 3-wheeler of the 30s. The car consists of a fiberglass mounted on an unmodified Citroen 2CV floor plan. Later tube chassis was introduced. The Lomax is originally it's a roadster. Okay, yeah. So it weighs 430 kilos, top speed of 140 kilometers. I don't know if I'd be doing 140
kilometers. I don't
kilometers.
think I'd want to do 140.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'd want to do 40.
Okay, so that's what it was. It was a kit to the 2CV.
Wow.
Shit, I never.
Hey, bring up an Isetta. Someone just said something about an Isetta. Pavel just said something about an Isetta.
Well, you know, the Isetta. That's the B. They were Italian. Isetta was actually that's the
Wasn't
Italian.
BMW?
Yes, no, they had them under license from Isetta.
Oh, okay.
You know
They're a
the
great
Isetta bubble car. I'll just bring it up.
Yep.
So that's the Isetta, but
There you
they
go.
also
That
had
red one.
that's the BMW one, right?
Yep.
So BMW Isetta. So, but the original Isetta, I think, was actually they were Italian. After World War II, this is the thing. Isetta is an Italian-designed microcar built under license in a number of countries. Because of its egg shape, it's known as a bubble car. In 1955, the BMW Isetta became the world's first mass production car. It had an amazing fuel consumption. It was the top-selling single-cylinder car in the world with 161 units sold. Initially manufactured by Italian firm ISO SPA, the name Isetta is a derivative meaning ISO and little ISO. ISO that turned into that big racing, ISO racing sort of thing. So the BMW, that was BMW made the Isetta its own. They redesigned the power plant around a BMW 1-cylinder 4-stroke motorcycle engine. Although the major elements of the Italian design remained intact, BMW re-engineered much of the car. So much so that none of the parts between a BMW Isetta Moto Coupe and an Isetta are interchangeable. Oh, I didn't know that.
There you go.
I thought they were okay, there we go. And basically, in 1962, 3 years after launching the controversial-looking BMW 700, BMW ceased production Isettas. I don't think there's been much safety.
Look at the one with the door open on the front on the left there.
Yes.
I mean that's great. I love it.
Yes, it is. It's
I think they command a lot of money if you can get one now.
Well, it's like a lot of things. A lot of these things have been destroyed.
I mean, look at that. Now, is that luxury or not? Luxury to last, Archie.
Do you know? I don't know if you know. You know what's really, really valuable? Did you know there was a Fiat which was specifically designed for the super rich to drive to their yacht?
Okay.
You know, the Fiat. They had a special Fiat. Let me find it. It's a fascinating. They're worth a lot of money because most of them rusted out. Fiat yacht. Fiat. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Sorry, let me find this. There was a Fiat. It was a Fiat Wicker. It had Wicker, Fiat Jolly. It was a Fiat Jolly. You remember? I don't know if you remember these. It's were
like a Fiat 500 chopped off.
You know what it is? It is. They had these wicker seats, cane seats in it. See, and they were designed. These were designed to take you to your boat.
Well, I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, that's because they had the cane seats in them. You see what I mean? Because they were designed to drive you to your yacht, the Fiat Jolly, right? So they were basically they were a disposable car, and here we go. This is like you would drive it down to your boat, see, and they're now hugely valuable because most of them rusted. Anything Fiat, of course, dissolves with water, and especially a boat.
You can use them as a sugar supplement.
Exactly, but the thing is, of course, actually that's a new one, it's a modern one. You could imagine how valuable these things would be because everyone wants to rekindle the past, and a Fiat Jolly. What do you think of that? That's an amazing.
That's certainly different. I don't know if it's as luxurious as an Isetta.
No, an Isetta.
Yeah.
Remember the Fiat had the little minivan, the Fiat Multipla?
Oh, got me
the little
now.
van, Fiat Multipla.
Yeah.
You remember that? I
don't think I've ever saw one.
Okay. I'll show you. This is what it looked like. That's a modern one.
NATO, you got it right. It's disposable because you pull it up your yacht, when you've unloaded, you roll it down the ramp and it dissolves.
Look at this here. That's a Fiat Multipla.
There you go. What can you get in there? Half a dozen toilet rolls and a packet of chips.
Yeah. It was because you got to remember, but after World War II, Europe was decimated. You do understand.
Oh, totally, yeah. In actual fact, Germany recovered before England did.
Yes. And the interesting thing about Jersey was taken over by the Germans, wasn't it?
It was indeed. Yep.
Really? I had no idea. Really?
Yeah. So
Jersey was still technically occupied the day after the European War finished. It wasn't liberated until the European War finished on the 8th of May, and Jersey wasn't liberated until the 9th of May.
Is that right?
Yep.
And the funny thing is, the Germans were okay to the English there, weren't they? They weren't.
Not really. They were a bit nasty. They were, depends. They weren't great.
Okay.
The islanders who were left behind, they were living on friggin' potatoes and not much else. It really, if you go back to the history and have a look, when my girlfriend comes over, I've got to take her for a bit of a tour around Jersey, and she can get more of an understanding about. There are war museums, and they use Russian labor to build tunnels, and You know, a lot of people died there. They, it was, the occupation years were not great in the Channel Islands as a whole.
Because I thought some people got married, Germans married to English.
Well, it's like the same in France. You know, some of the French girls went off with German soldiers, and the same thing happened in Jersey. And you know, they were accused of being collaborators. It's the same thing. But then after the war, you know, in the 50s, a lot of Germans actually moved to Jersey because they liked it. They weren't particularly liked there at the time, and my mother's German. She went there in 56.
Yes.
You know, and even in the 60s when I was at school, you know, got shit hung on me because my mum was German.
How did they find that out?
Oh, who knows? Yeah.
Yes.
Tis what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point there.
Yeah.
It's guys, I'm just going to take a quick toilet break.
Yep. No worries. Is Green Room still here, or is he asleep?
Yeah, you there, Green Room?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yep. Gotta keep the chat going, mate.
I tell you what I might do for you guys here is where is it gone? I tell you what we'll do, guys. We'll get this I think with Aston Martin, you know what? That's going to be trouble. Don't buy one of those. I want to buy one of these Citroen 2CV little thing.
Yeah,
a Lomax. I want a Lomax, man.
Yep.
Don't you think or not? What do you think?
He's been very quiet.
Lomax. I want a Lomax, man. What do you think? What do you think? Wouldn't that one of those do it for you?
What do you reckon, Green Room?
We could have the lawnmower on the back there, the electric lawnmower.
Strap it on the little rack.
I can drive around my little town, be the big dog.
You'd get noticed. Drive around that with a vintage Rolex strapped to your wrist.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to get a strap for the Datejust. Don't really like the feeling of the two-tone bracelet.
You got a Datejust now, yeah? Is that a vintage? I don't know.
Yeah, it's 1600.
It means absolutely nothing to me. I know nothing about watches. I thought you knew this.
Well, it's an older Datejust. It's a two-tone Datejust.
Can you bring one up and share the screen? I don't know how to do that.
No, I can't.
Casey Rocco, can I ask how old are you?
How what am I?
Old.
How old am I? I'm 62.
Oh, so you were born in 59.
Yep, correct.
Nice, man. I'm 35.
Yeah. I remember 35. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, you were 35 in 1984.
94.
94. All right.
35. Yeah.
How did you like the 80s? Did you like the 80s?
I barely remember the 80s because I was drunk every day. Still had to go to work. Someone banned this guy. Alexandra, who you want to ban? Me? Pay to ban
for a living, man.
What do I do for a living? I don't.
Oh, you live on a boat, like?
Yep.
It's nice, man.
Yeah, I've been retired a few years now.
You look like a cool guy. You remind me of a wrestler from the Wrestling Federation.
Oh, Alexander, not me. There's a spammer in chat. There's always been spammers in chats. God. Just reading the comments. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
What have we got now? There's music. What's the music?
It was me. I just closed it.
The ship is sinking.
Yeah, we're sinking fast.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Oh. LA, good day, mate. How's it going? LA Methwich. Alexander, yeah, Alexander, I'm thinking about an Omega Seamaster 300, maybe next week. Concrete boats.
Which Seamaster? The new one, the 300?
Yeah, I want the Seamaster 300, black bezel. I don't know the number. Black bezel, white dial.
Oh, I had that one. It's a great watch.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it. I don't know yet.
What do you
I don't really need any more watches. I'm sorry?
What do you have in your collection right now?
I have a sub date. I have, which I haven't seen yet, but I own one, a new 41mm bluesy.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Yachtmaster 40 with blue dial and two-tone Yachtmaster.
Wow.
40. And 1966 Oyster Perpetual.
Wow, amazing, man. So you're
Ron the Shrink is asking a good question, and he wants you to ask us about the date that you went on. Apparently, it was a disaster.
Which one? I went on 2 dates. I had one today, and I had one on Tuesday.
I think the one on Tuesday.
Oh, the one on Tuesday was a mess. It was she took me to a Chanel shop, and she wanted me to buy her $300 perfume, and I don't even know her. You know?
I see our friend Phil Collins is back. Oh, he got unbanned, didn't he, today? They all got unbanned. Yeah. Let's drop the link for Phil Collins. Come on, big boy.
Why does he call himself Phil Collins, for Christ's sake?
Oh, he's just a clown. He's in the chat.
Hey, how come you haven't seen your sub, Sirocco?
Because it's in the UK and I'm in Australia.
Oh, you took your boat to Australia?
No, I live in Australia. But I got a new one at retail for the AD in the UK, so I've got to go and get it.
So you're a Brit living in Australia, the land down under.
Yeah, that's right. I've been here 33 years.
Wow, what do you do? What, you didn't catch the accent though? Huh.
Yeah, well, I've lived here so long.
Why do you live in Australia?
Why not?
No, I'm sorry. Where do you live? Why?
Where? I live 4 hours north of Archie.
Oh, Brisbane. 4 hours north of Brisbane.
Yeah, north of Brisbane.
Mm-hmm. You were born in Jersey?
I'm sorry?
You were born in Jersey?
I was born in Jersey, correct.
And your mother is German?
My mother is German, my father is English.
So you're half German, half British?
Yeah.
Nice, man. Interesting ancestry, yeah.
And I don't speak German.
Yeah.
So if you see me, you see me and I'm speaking German, it's not me.
How's it going there? What's going on, guys? Tell me this.
This is interviewing me.
This is interviewing you. How's that going?
It's not going well. Ship is sinking, Archie.
Concrete or fiberglass?
Right. Where's the concrete?
Concrete. I got to tell you, man, seriously, I think. Tell me this. Let me ask you something, Marcelo. Sorry, Sirocco. What should somebody like this do? He's not really happy in his life.
Super chat.
What do you think the answer is there? To young guy.
He's a young guy. Do your super chat first.
Mr. Perpetual, $20. The ship is not sinking. Thank you.
It's not sinking.
Well, what does he do? He's not happy. Like he's got some skills. I kind of said to him, people think I'm joking, but I said, why don't you go for an Asian adventure? He said, I can't because I got my. He always gives excuses. But I mean, I got to be honest with you. I remember in my 20s, I went through some really bad late 20s, bad depression. I had 2 kids I had to look after, so I was a bit trapped. But if I didn't have kids, didn't have like in Dis's case, why not fuck off to go and see some of the world? Like you could go to, all the Asian countries, Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand, Vietnam, just go and see other ways of life. I think it's going to open your eyes. I'm not telling you to go bars and shit. I mean, in fact, I think that'd be stupid to do that.
I don't think that would work. Just go around the world and drinking, sitting in the bars. One request. I think Kelly's in the chat. She might want to come on again.
Yeah,
she's always good value for everyone. She'll bring the chats in.
What do you think he should do? I said to him, why don't you go
I think this. If do you mind me saying anything?
No,
I don't want you to get upset.
Try, I can't promise.
Okay.
No.
I think you're a young bloke. I think you need to get out and see the world.
Okay, that's a fair thing to say.
You smoke too much. Yeah. And I'm an ex-smoker, so I'm going to say if you have 1 cigarette a week, you're smoking too much. But,
okay.
I think you need to get out a bit more, mate. In my view, which, really no one cares. No one's listening. Here's Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, how are you?
Hi.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi.
All right.
There we go.
We're just trying to give Dis some advice here because he just doesn't seem to be that happy. And I think I tend to agree with you, Sirocco. If I had my time again, I think I should have. If I had my time again, I wouldn't have gotten married so early. I would not.
How old were you, Archie, when you were married first time?
I got married too early. I got married 20. I don't know why I got married. You know
20.
What I mean? 20.
Shit. I was married at 22 and divorced at 23.
Yeah. Look, I got to tell you, in all honesty, I think when business didn't go the way I would have loved to have gone. Admittedly, I didn't have a lot of money, but I would have thought, you know what? Let's go and see what I can do. Go and see different countries. Go and experience some different things. I think it's a great eye-opener, Sirocco.
Definitely.
To
see the world while you're young. You only live once, and stuff's sitting at home. And I don't know. What do you do for a living, Diz?
I'm a content manager.
Oh, is that right? You sit in front of a button waiting for something to switch off, or you got to switch it off?
No, that's just a he works in IT. He's got an IT sort of job. But you know what? I think realistically, what he should do is it doesn't cost a lot to go and see some of these. You can't just stay at home and just hope for things to get better because I don't think it's going to happen. I would go and see. The reason I say Asia is because Asia is a completely different environment. Some of these countries are low cost. You can really, really learn different weather, different everything. And I think Green Room, between you and me, Sirocco, I think it would be good if Green Room started traveling a bit himself. But
I think you're right. Green Room's what, 25, something like that?
Yeah, Green Room's probably.
I think I'd pack the lawnmower away in the cupboard. If it's behind that locked door, leave it unlocked. We're allowed to travel now.
No, you don't understand, Sirocco. The lawn's got to be mowed. Someone's got to mow the lawn.
Oh,
I have to do it now. Like I need to open the door, man.
Get a goat.
I have to break in there.
No, but just use a screwdriver. Just give it a push and a thump, and
buy a goat and just
I'll see what I can
leave
do.
a goat on a leash.
But
see,
Green Room is also a conspiracy theorist. He hasn't been
24/7.
vaxxed yet. He hasn't been vaxxed yet, Sirocco.
Oh yeah, Arch, I meant to tell you. I got my second jab yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a couple of adverse effects, but
Like
nothing too serious. Well, you know, you had the ED.
Yes.
I got opposite.
You're joking, aren't you?
I don't know if I should say so here. But
Yes, as long as you don't show us there, Sirocco.
I got. It was like I had half a pound of Viagra.
I see. And what did they say?
Oh, they just said that's the Bill Gates.
You're welcome.
So which one? You had AstraZeneca?
I had AstraZeneca.
Okay.
I had a couple of. I did have this thing, which is kind of bizarre. I grew up, as you know, I'm pretty old, so I was born in. When the moon landing happened, I was 10 years old.
Okay.
And I can remember sitting in front of the TV watching this with a little tape recorder, recording all this shit. And then suddenly last night at about 10 o'clock, and that was about 8 hours after I had the second jab, I started thinking that, hey, maybe I didn't do this. Maybe that didn't happen. And I'm remembering wrong, and I didn't sit in front of the TV watching the moon landing. So that was a really weird thing. And then I had a third thing, and I really don't know if I should talk about it. Is there a doctor in the house?
No. Please. What happened?
Well, I woke up and I had a toe missing on my right foot.
Oh, I see.
Serious. And it's still not there. It hasn't come back. It's bizarre. I could show you, but you know, I don't. That might just be a bit weird. I don't want to.
Did you have a normal number of toes before? When
I thought I did.
Did you misplace it somewhere?
I've looked, can't find it anywhere, and it's not on my foot.
Have you had any dogs living in your boat by any chance?
No dogs, no cats.
No dogs, no cats.
There's no piranha around here.
Okie.
Yeah.
There's no blood. Is there any blood? Is there blood?
There's no blood. Nothing. No. Just.
You've got to follow the trail. You've got to follow the trail.
Just vanished. No, it just vanished. Someone stole it during the night. Yeah. Don't know. Just bizarre. I'm blaming it on this second jab. Be careful, Green Room.
Archie, I think we need to just delete someone in the chat there.
Okay.
Which one now?
No, it's just ridiculous. Block user. I don't know why they go like that. Do you understand that? Why would you?
Oh, there's some clowns out there, isn't there?
There is there. So anyhow, Dis, we better let you get to sleep, man. You have fun, man. It's great having you on. And yeah, you take care, man. We love you.
See you, Dis.
See ya.
See you later. He's not a bad guy, but I
He's
think
okay.
he really should travel. You know, if I
think
had
he's
my
a bit
time.
lost.
Yeah, it's a bit sad. I think realistically, travel can be a good thing. You don't have to go somewhere expensive. You can just start to get out and see there's more to. The thing that I find so amazing is I think to myself when I was in Asia, you know, if Brisbane disappeared, it'd make the papers for the first week.
Do you reckon it'd last a week?
A day, first couple of days, and then that'd be it. It's the last you'd ever heard of it. You know what I mean? It's sort of so insignificant. You just you realize this as time goes on.
Yep.
And
yeah. No, I think you're right. I think Green Room needs to forget the lawn mowing and forget all this, you know, conspiracy theory stuff.
Go
get
on
out,
an
travel.
adventure.
Yeah.
Well, having an adventure is not, and both of Diz
do you
and
travel
Green
much,
are both
Kelly?
young.
Have you traveled much? Have you traveled much?
Not until I met my husband, and then I really was able to start going on adventures. And I mean, you're right, it opens up your eyes, especially if you put down the phone or put away the internet and actually experience things. It's puts a lot of things into perspective. So, I was born in North Carolina and didn't actually get to travel very often until I met my husband, and then he's from England. So his parents live in Spain, and we would go twice a year to see them. And then we kind of got grounded during COVID. We traveled locally, and then we got to start traveling again this past July.
Okay. So where have you been since July?
We went back to Spain. My father-in-law passed away of January 2020. So this past July was the first time we've been able to go back and see my mother-in-law. So we went back to Spain, which she's about 2 hours north of Barcelona.
Okay. I know Barcelona. I'm going to be in that area in about like June, I think.
Yeah. It's fantastic. I love it. So I've had the opportunity to go to England, France, and Spain. And so my mother-in-law is going to move here, and we'll go on some more adventures.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Now, as for the whole traveling thing, you know, I'm not really interested in visiting other countries, but I think I'd rather just visit other areas within Australia. That appeals to me a bit more.
What stops you wanting to go overseas? Can I ask you that? What is there a reason for that fear? Fear?
Well, it's not so much a fear. I'd just rather visit my own areas of my own country, you know, and I'd like to start by maybe taking one of those big train trips. What is it? The Great Indian something or other. You know,
See, what you discover is once you start traveling around Australia is that, you know, for the same price, you could actually go to a different country.
Yep. Do you know, Arch, what I've met so many Australians who they say exactly what Green Room said, you know, and all respect to Green Room, it's you know,
it's choice.
Your choice. The problem is these people who say, "Oh, I don't want to go overseas. I don't need to go overseas. There's so much in Australia to see." They end up never seeing anything in Australia.
No,
they don't go anywhere. You know, my in-laws, they were.
You know, there's truth to that because I've only ever left the state of New South Wales once, and that's true. But I mean it. I would love to travel within the country. Just
have you been on a plane?
I visited Melbourne once, and I really liked Melbourne.
So you were saying about your in-laws, Sirocco. What happened to them? They never left anywhere.
They were from Victoria. And never travelled anywhere until they were probably 50. I think my mother-in-law would have been 50. And they finally started to travel. And then she was dead at 54.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah.
Far out.
You know, it's just...
Now, just got to interrupt yet again. There's someone in the chat that it's got to be, you know...
Tea and tickers,
I think I got rid of him there. Some weirdos there today. We seem to be attracting some weird people there.
I think it's the same person, pretty sure.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's I got to tell you this, Green Room. It's hard for me to tell you. Once you go overseas for the first time, you'll become addicted to it. It's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to visit anywhere, I'd love to visit London.
Yeah.
But
look, I suppose you've got to make the right decisions there. You know, I think I'd be getting my license first. I reckon get your car license.
Sure.
Car license.
You haven't got a car license.
No, I don't. No. Can you believe that? I'm 25.
Can I ask, how do you...
I've always put it off and off and off.
But how do you go to work?
Hey?
How do you go to work?
He works very close. You can just push the electric mower
I just work in the neighborhood.
Yes.
Yes, I've got 2 contracts, and they're extremely local.
Okay. Right. I don't know what's that.
I had someone give me lessons, but they had they had to have eye surgery, and there was a big delay, and kind of just put it off.
Well, so you can always go to an independent school. That's what most people do. They just pay for lessons, and it's probably best not to get family to teach you because it can have long-term effects on your relationships. But green room. It's look. It's not for me to tell other people what to do there, but I got to tell you, you guys have got to become happy in what your own things that you do. Sirocco, you're coming to Brisbane next week.
Probably Tuesday.
Okay, just take it easy.
I will have lunch. I'll have lunch. The problem is you'll have your live stream going when I'm having lunch in Jimmy's.
Oh, Jimmy's. That's right. You go to Jimmy's.
I like Jimmy's on the mall.
Jimmy's. Oh, yes. That's the life, isn't it, Sirocco?
Yeah. It's I'll probably, whether I go into Vintage Watch Co. or not, I don't know. I'll certainly look in the window. I've got to resist buying watches, Archie. I've got to resist this. I don't need a new watch.
No, you don't need anything.
But do you want one?
I need one. It's the hoarding, Kelly. It's the hoarding, the possessing. Yeah.
So I get that, but life is short.
Kelly, I've got 5 Rolex and I've got 1 Omega.
Okay.
I mean, how many do I need?
More.
More. There we go. It's hard. It's hard. Mr. Perpetual, it is hard.
Guys, I'm going to wrap this baby up. It's been 3 hours of a stream. It's been a nice stream.
3 hours. You haven't got that many super chats today, Archie. I don't know what we can do about that.
Look, it wasn't too bad.
We did okay at the beginning.
Yeah, we did okay.
Then I came on.
It's all cool. It's all cool. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow. And that's the important thing. There's always be tomorrow. You come back, everything will be fine. That's what you need to remember. There's always a tomorrow for you guys. So you can make different decisions, just one step, baby steps, one step at a time, guys. We love you all. See you tomorrow.